Well, hello and welcome to our Adventures in Excordia campaign. I'm your DM, Connor, and this is our 86th episode, I believe, of our Adventures in Excordia campaign. Joining me tonight, the gang's all here. Karen, played by Pyro.
Did you know honey was a scam?
Please, tell us how you caused a scam with honey, Karen.
Well, see, they took my credit card.
And Dario, played by Norvin.
Hodily hodily.
Silver, played by Tristan.
Hello.
Good Chair, played by Liv.
Yeah, boy.
Morgana, played by Shane.
I'm stealing this fucking satellite.
And Zunkiri, played by Fergus.
I want to set the world on. Oh, hey guys.
Yeah.
So last we left off, you all had got Fort Nix bombed in retaliation for you stealing approximately 9 million gold pieces worth of electrite. You made your way back home fairly quickly. Thank you, Shane. You all then defended Fort Nix.
With a battle pass.
Fort Nix battle pass. Yeah, you then, after having routed the bombard, got everybody to a safe location, sent Catherine and Giasa to Abthar's tower. Yexum remains at the fort to repair and watch and report if you get bombed again. The automatons are effectively repaired. Who's the other one I'm forgetting? Vaflin was not there, but for those of you who are worried, his space door remains.
I don't
Isn't
think
his
any
space
of
door
us
just out
are-
in the middle of the air somewhere?
He reattached it slowly.
Okay.
It was at the speed like if he was towing it, like it was a magical towing that he had a broom of flying and pulled the thing along.
I don't think a single person was concerned about Vofflin.
Well, yeah, I was concerned about Vaflin.
He survived what happened on the other planet. He could survive a little orbital bombardment.
And he did. He's a survivor. He's not going to give up.
I knew it.
He's going to work harder.
I knew it was coming.
Better.
Boo, I say.
Actually, he
boo,
does
I
have
say.
some ideas if you contact him for archaeomancy things. Like possible stuff he can offload to you all. You know, if you recall, a while back I mentioned in Discord having him work as like an archaeomancy vendor of like, hey, I had this idea for a thing. Want to try it out? Just give me, da-da-da-da.
Yeah, we're just a little busy at the moment.
Yeah, I'm just regurgitating it. After having defended the fort, seeing the barrier repaired, the governess and a mass exodus of Moonwatch home guard hurled towards the front line to outrace the Oculus as it veered back towards the front lines. Presumably, they are ripping and tearing through the Freywick lines with incredible aggression. Possibly the Commonwealth as well. Hard to say. And you also know that orc town that you needed to meet at was on was the nearest border town. You all are currently in the Commonwealth territory, in Drakengard, on your ship.
2500.
You all had started getting your things together and had tentatively talked about jumping up to the Oculus to fight it while you all placed in a stealth electrite that you had lifted. It is being installed by your resident artificer, Silver. Karen had wandered off with his new staff of Dankage, which I have a rules update on. Asked the guard hands about it's making it useful. Don't worry, you'll like it. Asked the guard hand why everybody was freaking out in Drakengard, and news had come through that a massive military fleet under Array's command was coming through the gate, the jump gate, and they had already closed off its access to the public. Meaning, all the ships that could normally use the plane shift highway are cut off in and out from here, except for Array ships. So, people are panicking landside that they are about to get glassed by some super weapon. There are people in the street quickly like closing up shop, and people trying to just hop on boats and sail away from Leoteth. Though Dragon Guard was kind of its own little sheltered haven, there are those who are desperately trying to escape. Much like people buying up milk and eggs whenever there is a forecast of some rain.
Oh no, the Iowas showed up.
Get all the toilet paper, all of it.
Exact. Those people, the same mindset. Those people are currently like with a bag in each hand, rushing to pay anything they can to get on a ship and get away. So they may have some credence here, as opposed to their reality counterpart. We pick up with the weirdos. Silver is finishing installing the stealth electrite, slotting out the poison one, so you no longer have your chemtrails that you never used, but you will have the ability to stealth your ship. Now is the phase of buying things for sieging the Oculus. Getting whatever you need from stores, selling things, calling in favors for XYZ. The Shield Guardian, as a point of order, is in Abther's Tower with Catherine, as per what Indariel said. And now the update on the Staff of Dankage. At the start of your day, Karen, you roll your 2d10,000 as a sign of Karen just having his morning puff.
Uh-huh.
You can then choose to inflict one of those two effects at some point before your next long rest. So, you roll your 2d10,000s. You know, you pick one, target's hands fall off for X amount of time. You have that stored like a divination wizard in your staff, and when you target them with a spell that it would normally apply to, so if it requires something like, you know, target has XYZ, it would be the target of whatever spell you hit them with.
Okay.
So I believe I sent you that.
Oh yeah,
But I am going to pull it up for this time. Just for the Net Librum random magic table. I'm going to pull it up for housekeeping this time around. So 2,700.
I'm seeing multiple versions of it. Could you send it to me just so I make sure we're using the same one?
Yeah. I will also go ahead and do a PDF in here and save said PDF to the game. Well, there's your two options. And I will now download said save. Save.
All right, I'm going for the I'm going for the Octopus Kitchen.
All right, and you do need to tell me which one you select at the start of the day.
Oh, I had selected one at the start of the day. Okay, yeah. Each day. I'm gonna take the 29 one actually.
Okay. So for X amount of time, they may wake up with a level of exhaustion. That's how I would do that.
Got it.
So not the most effective in a dungeon crawl where they're not going to see tomorrow, but nonetheless.
In case we find someone who somehow escapes, I want them to suffer.
Yeah.
I doubt we're gonna find him with bread, so.
Yeah. Fair enough. I mean, hey, but if you did find it, free animate objects.
I don't want to argue how many D6s a fucking loaf of rye is worth.
Luckily, animate objects already does that for you. I just gotta pick the size of it.
Sure.
Then it... never mind.
Doesn't matter. So.
Okay. The Ultra table is in roll 20. Edit. All players' journals. Save. I don't really expect you to use that one. That's just kind of like an archive to reference against. I am now going to put in the Excordian General a copy of the PDF for anyone who wants it. They are fairly unbalanced stuff, and some of the effects have a... Yep. Some of the effects have a time modifier you have to roll on, and kind of just at DM discretion.
Just let me read through these real quick, make sure they're okay.
Okay, yeah. We'll just put that in the...
It'd be a little goofy.
But, generally, actually, I think one of the versions had a table you'd roll on, but for now, I'm just going to kind of adjudicate it based on the effect that it ranges from instant to about 24 hours for any effect.
Honestly, I think number 4,609 would be hilarious given the situation.
Near zombie steals some. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Those 4606 to 4609, the zombie ones, just... They're funny. And that's mainly the purpose of this. It's not really like a buff, it's just kind of a funny woohoo, and occasionally it may have something useful. There is one on the table that target cannot die by any means. So, like, there are good ones on there, other than, like... And there are bad... I would say there are probably more harmful ones to be targeted by these effects than there are beneficial ones. But...
I am the DM's mightiest clown. I know what to do.
I don't know. That last one you mentioned seems pretty damn harmful.
Cannot die by any means? Yeah. Yeah.
Cannot die, cannot be hurt. But hurt is the other.
Now, some of those really strong ones, I may get genie wishy and just have them transport to the positive energy plane. Oh, they cannot die by any means, so long as they are in the positive energy plane. Eternal.
That's arguably exactly what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
You know what happens to people there?
Hi, this is my severed head. His name is Mimir. My name's Mike. No, your name is Mimir now.
All right. So that is quote unquote this day's one. Even though the grilled cheese incident was the previous day, so that is this morning's one. And like I said, you can use your staff as a holy symbol because yours isn't technically an arcane focus, which is I think really funny in the context that yours has to be like a symbol of your devotion. And this works. But it's not an addiction, I swear. You could stop any time.
I might as well be a druid.
Right, Dennis.
We don't talk about Dennis. Dennis got
I know enough to know that was a stab to the gut. So, weirdos. What would you like to do in preparation before you take the Asmodean up and hurl towards the Oculus?
Is this after we've like finished up the long rest from the night before?
Yeah.
That got interrupted.
I think you all are having that on the ship, if I recall.
Okay.
So you all have installed it and are spending the day going around in your kind of unrested state, and then bright and early, wake up, launch. Correct me if you want to do it some other way, weirdos. Dragon Guard is a safe time. You do not have to be worried about being jumped. Unless you decide, ask me specifically, I want to go to jump the new guy alley with no armor. So. No one has answered what I asked. Is that alright with you all, or did you want to try and rest?
We're good.
I'm busy. Dad's in the room. 1 second.
Okay. Because I know there's some out-of-combat abilities people might have expended that they might want to use.
I'd like to buy 10 flasks of Alchemist Fire.
Let me pull up... Oh, God. Where's... Oh, no! My bookmarks didn't carry over. And I had a... I was really, really hoping I could find the website I used before. I mean, I know I could probably just use Wikidot, or 5e Tools, but
Have returned. Also, do you intend to have the music just running?
yeah.
Okay.
I don't really have anything. I'm not really the DJ. Well, between campaigns, I may go through and hack and slash through the stuff and resort it how I do, but so far the categories on here are very hard for me to use. So like, I don't think I ever used Dart, or Town, or Emotional. Inspiring and Hype is really, I think that's the genre I want to be in right now, as you all are gearing up, as opposed to Battle. But, where was I? Right, getting costs, items. Okay, so you want 10 Alchemist Fire. You still have all 8 of the Styxian grenades, right?
Right. 10 Styx bombs.
Gotcha. And did you tell me what you settled them on? Yes, you did. But I don't remember what it was, so...
2 of each.
2 of each. I was going to try and make a note somewhere, but this game is so full of handouts and characters, I'm just going to trust that you keep up with it. Like, holy shit. The idea was like, oh, I'll just do Campaign 3 and the one I did Campaign 2 on, so I could reference back to it. Never, like, once or twice I've used those assets from Campaign 2, and it has just been a headache. Be like, oh my god, I had somewhere in Campaign 2, I used an Incubus. Now I gotta go fucking find it. I gotta make another. I mean, I did find a workaround eventually, but my point is, it was a bit silly. Also, I can't find... Oh.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just excited.
Hell yeah.
I have been spending the last hour desperately doing dynamic lighting, doors, and making custom monsters. So I've kind of been in fucking high gear for a little bit, and coming down to just talking is taking a little bit of adjusting.
Bro's
like,
tweaking.
Yeah, I was fucking flying.
No. Bro is twinking.
Yeah, he never stops doing that.
The grind never stops.
The grinder never stops.
You're goddamn right.
I'm sorry, that was just such low-hanging fruit. You want 10 Alchemist Fire, so 500 gold.
I think we need to know that, Connor.
Huh? Well, it was a pun. It was a pun. It no way reflects on me.
I don't believe you.
I was just fitting for the pun. Roll me a d20, Fergus. 1 to 5 and 16 to 20 have effects on the price. Anything between those is going to be at rate. Okay. Standard value then.
Cool.
I was going to...
I paid.
Anyone else want to buy anything?
Let's see here.
As a reminder, you know you're going to a station that magical effects, especially you Campaign 2 people should remember how magic affected this material. You all, in character, also know that casting spells on the ceiling, walls, floors might be funny, and you may want to get mundane. Yes.
Potions.
What about
potions? What you got?
There's a lot.
Every health potion in stock.
I have so much money. How much? Is this? I can't tell whether it's a poor shop or a lucky shop as I walk in.
So
Got nothing but teleport bread for 3 days.
Oh, have you now? 27. So, where's the bread, Mansley?
Okay. I'm going to do 1 health potion check. So this is a crawl of the party to scour every available healing potion. Because I know y'all have the money. Everybody who wants to help with the healing potion crawl, let me know now. So we've got Karen. Who is anybody helping him?
I'll help.
Katira,
I shall.
I guess I'll
Morgana,
help as well.
Silver.
Don't have anything else I need to buy, really.
I'll keep an eye out for thrown weapons while I'm out there that are better
Okay.
than darts.
So what were you saying about the magic thing?
So you all know the material that the station's made of. You can't bombard the station with magic because it will pass through. You know that material extends inside because of Zonkari's project image. That spells cast on you will give you a little bit of a glow on the floor and in the area around you, and make it difficult to hide. You know, like Hero's Feast, Haste, etc., etc. With the exception I pointed, with the exception being based on a ruling last session that non-detection is the only spell that is not picked up on it because that's its whole purpose. And so this was a chance if you wanted to try and get anything that you would normally rely on spells on, like Shatter. You might pick up gunpowder kegs, etc. Yeah, Shane, you get good cookie points for not only remembering the name but spelling it correctly.
You give him a card.
That would be favoritism. I can't go that far.
You lie as easily as you breathe.
Fine.
Ocean.
So I got 4 people. Anybody else? Shane, take your card. Anybody else? Could not have been better for you, Shane. Wait, no, wisdom check. Never mind.
So close.
All right, 4 people. I need you 4 people to give me an investigation or perception check as you crawl through the city looking for every high-quality healing potion you can find. This will take a large amount of your day, because you are crawling through every shop in the city. Not just alchemists and magic items, but general goods stores. Oh.
You found a crack dealer.
So,
Morgana
Mogana,
takes 3 steps into the city and then sees a rabbit, and it's over.
Mogana, with your natural 1, you actively hinder the crawl.
It's a wisdom check. You can re-roll it.
It is. You just got your card for it.
Let's do it.
Hey, let's go, baby!
Another 1.
Get out of my fucking inventory. Fuck.
Yoink.
This is gonna be a 2.
You're welcome.
22.
Hey!
2 twos.
Two in there.
Double twos.
Norm!
Okay.
Anyway, we did pretty good.
Oh, perfect. There's,
Silver,
What? That's good.
do some...
Okay.
I'm joking.
Liv, would you roll me a d20 plus 5? Karen,
Ooh.
would you roll me a d10? Silver, would you roll me a d6? And Morgana, would you roll me a d4 plus 1?
$5 foot long.
Any.
Okay, so you all find for purchase 20 potions of healing, 1 potion of greater healing, 4 potions of... 6 potions of superior healing, and 5 potions of supreme healing.
Can you write that down?
Yes.
Yeah, I like playing her.
So 18,
20.
1, 6, and 5. And then the prices on those are that each healing potion's 50. Each greater healing, as everything else, I'm going to have to look up because the website is taking away.
No, it goes normal, greater.
I went from low grade to high. So Katir had the lowest one, Mogana had the highest one. So I did it in order of your all's checks.
Okay.
So the tier 2 one you rolled really poorly on.
Yeah, okay. Now the other question is: Karen going to be the walking potion piggy bank, or does anyone else want to carry anything?
Just in case you get dematerialized, we should probably
Yeah.
split it up on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tristan
everyone
gun
should have
misfire. Oh no!
One. Everyone should have at least one of the regulars.
Oh no!
There's 18 of them, so hang on.
Our
1,
potions,
2, 3,
they're
Each-
broken.
4, 5, 6.
There's 6 of us. We each get 3.
All right, everyone add 3 regular healing potions.
And you got the list of the potion prices.
Uh,
Just add it up for you.
It does not have it listed on 5e, a standard price form. They're just magic items, so we're gonna roll for their
Yeah.
price, and being consumables, they are half price.
Yeah, I think the only one that has a standard price is regular.
All right.
All right, there's one greater. Karen's just gonna pocket that one.
Okay.
So it's easy.
That's not the table I'm looking at. That's not the table I'm looking at. That's not what I'm looking for. That's not what I'm looking
All right, there's 6 superiors.
One
almost
each.
mobile.
for. Okay.
Yeah, one each.
Well, you still got to get the prices on these, bud. Although
We have the
probably-
money.
I think we're buying them.
Okay.
Yeah, we're taking the stock.
I'm gonna rope in some of the people who didn't look for this. So, Fergus, if you will roll, let's see, greater healing's in uncommon. If you will roll me a d6 times 50. Fergus, you good? I don't know what you're doing.
That's all the rolls for the prices.
All right, and the supreme healing. Who doesn't get one? I guess we would do like that. I mean, I think it's safe. I'll go with that one because I am actually just a healer. So
Yeah, you are the healer.
everyone, I'm the healing font. So everyone take a supreme healing.
Okay, well,
Because if you go down, we need that to get you up.
Well,
okay. So each
I mean,
of
just
the
back in my
uncommons,
pockets.
each of the greater healings, the one is, let's see,
300
6 times 50, 300 gold.
and cut in half for consumable. Or is that already?
That is already cut in half. Normally it'd be 600. Okay, he's done.
Hold on. There should be 20,000, not 25,000.
Okay, that's... Total price for all of them 103,600.
Alright, there's a compiled thing there on the end. I'm gonna go ahead and hide my old one. I trust you all are able to do simple algebra.
Nope.
No.
103,000 gold pieces. Cha-ching!
We just ruined the
Actually-
economy of this fucking city.
Yes.
Hold
Probably.
on.
How much
Oh,
is
no, nope. There's a 0 that was missing. Sorry about that. It's a...
I got it earlier.
Woohoo.
times. I looked at it, I was like, wait, that's impossible. Yes.
You guys spent 1 million gold pieces in supreme healing potions alone.
No.
20,000 times 5?
Oh, there.
I don't think we got 1 million
No,
gold,
you're right.
guys.
It's 100,000. You're right. You
That's
have
100.
Yeah, you're right. I transposed to 0. Also, Norvin, you have 8 million worth of electrite.
That's what it was supposed to be.
That's still 17. That's. Oh, Jesus.
Although it would be incredibly funny to be like, it's going to be running like 1 million gold. That's impossible. And just taking out a sack and just shaking out a bunch of large electrite. Will this cover it?
Still almost 20,900 gold a person.
You want to live, don't you?
Yeah, you want to live?
I do, but I ain't got it.
You got electrite?
Electrite. I thought you were saying electrum. I was like, no.
No, we don't have electro burns.
You can always,
Yeah, if
sell,
we were
you can always
told
sell
black,
Karen's
that's
funny drug staff. He doesn't need it.
That's always fine. Let's sell it.
I cast.
That'd be good with selling it too.
I cast exhausted on you.
Look, I mean, if
I am exhausted by that joke.
But
we could just take off the
good thing it's not your fucking
100,000 worth of the
I,
big
Yeah,
ass
that's true.
oceans, and it's relatively cheap.
I only have 11,000 gold.
Or hear me out.
Yeah.
We sell the large coral electrite.
Coral.
How
I
much
can't
is
think
that?
of it. 100,000.
Sounds good.
Well, that'll do it.
I don't know about you guys, but I can't think of anything to do with coral.
We can save the Great
I
Barrier
was
Reef,
about to
guys.
I was about to say we saved the Great Barrier Reef.
I got you again, Shane. Tuna.
You did, fucker.
Third time, and you have to leave the campaign.
Get out of my head! Get out of my head!
Actually, if you count second campaign 2, this is the the third time.
Oh my!
All right, so everybody good with selling the coral?
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
won't cry over it.
Okay, we sell the coral and we have enough money in the party funds for everything.
Cool.
Woo!
Sorry, I just laughed.
I'm not even gonna fill it with someone else. I'm just taking him out.
Wee!
Okay. And then Liv, you wanted to look for throwables. So that one took like 4 or 5 hours, being generous, as you all are going through and kind of rushly saying, "Quick! All your healing potions! Need them!" And just having the force personality. And the reputation that people are like, "Here they are! Oh, you're buying them, not stealing? Okay, they run this." And that's why they give it all to you at market price.
Yes, my liege.
Like I said, you all have a reputation of being fucking nightmares. So when you all burst in and say, "I need all your healing potions," they were thinking they were getting robbed. But
Nightmare.
Liv, how much gold do you have left?
If all of that was out of the party funds,
11,000.
just confirming, we paid for that out of party funds and not out of personal?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, then gold-wise, I have like 4,500.
Okay. What happened to the other 5,000?
I have 4768 gold and 1,000 platinum.
Okay.
That's all my thing says. Am I supposed to have other money?
Stuff.
What? Was this stuff that you guys talked about after I went to get food last week?
No, this is stuff. This is stuff we raided, stole, and looted when you weren't here.
We're good people.
When I wasn't here. We're wondering why I don't know about it.
We stole a lot of fucking crap.
Kleptomania, activate.
Now the question is, did you give Katira money from that, or did you guys keep it?
Good question.
You didn't exist at the time, so
Oh yeah, this was the alternate timeline ones. Money.
And then you were
money,
dead when
money.
you were dead when we got
Did I
back.
buy
so-
something? Yeah, the antimatter rifle. I spent all my money on that. I was about to say, everyone talking about how they got big bank, and I'm like, I don't have big bank, so I bought something. And
I
my big
invest in keeping you all
antimatter
alive. I have 5 platinum under my name. I don't know. Sorry, I have 2 copper pieces, 5 silver pieces, 1 gold, and 5 platinum.
Okay, Katira. How rare are you looking for a throne thing?
If I can find something that will return, that would be great. If I'm just getting stuff that's like single-use throwaway, then I'm just gonna look for basic shit. If that's all I can find.
You see. Give me a perception or investigation check. As they're kind of wheeling out their small carts worth of potions. Okay, 23. You are running through the city looking for a magic item place, trying to remember which ones you looked through, trying to remember which ones had spears and not darts. And you see an old hunched over woman in a large cloak shambling through the street. Without looking up, pointing her crooked little wart-covered finger out at you, turn her palm up, and give you the come hither. And then walks down a dark alley.
I I'm gonna get the attention of at least one of the other people and be like, I'm going down this dark alley after a withered old crone. If I scream or don't come out in 5 minutes, come get me.
You trot down, and the old woman has set out a thing of crates, and there is a wrapped weapon on the table that she gestures to without speaking.
I'll just kind of go to lift up and say, may I?
Please, do.
Oh God, it's Yoda. I will lift up the fabric. Frank Oz has entered the building.
Hello.
You see a beautiful platinum with violet accent spear with elven filigree all up around it. You can balance the whole thing on your pinky finger without feeling the weight.
Holy shit.
You just tap the blade and you can
It's made of aluminum.
you run a piece of leather between your finger and the blade, and it cuts through the leather into your finger.
This is a weapon passed through generations of elf. I have long waited a successor, and today, in my darkest hour, I see you. Come, champion of darkness, herald of the end times. Wield this mighty weapon in my name.
And what is your name, grandmother?
Hang on.
Francis Oz. Francis Oz.
She actually does pause for a second and say,
Gertruda.
Roll insight on that
Right.
shit.
That'll also be 20,000 gold pieces.
You know, I feel like this is the invitation to join a cult, and I'm not interested.
Wait,
But
no. Yes, but
it is an invitation to join a cult. Thank you for your time.
no, don't go yet. Wait, I'll come down on the price.
That's great that you'll come down on the price. Is it like a promise to join a cult?
No.
I'm gonna insight check on that one.
okay. She still has
I'm
not looked up.
insight checking on the name. I'm insight checking on the cults. I know the name is fake. I don't care about that.
You don't have to join, you just have to subscribe to their weekly newsletter.
Oh, no.
They seem very desperate to sell it.
Obviously, use your spoof email.
It's
Use my spoof email.
it's not a cult. You don't have to sign up for anything. You just buy it, and then it's yours.
If I buy this,
Is that Tess?
is this cursed? How? Let me rephrase that. How
cursed.
how cursed?
What do you mean, how cursed?
On a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being not cursed at all, and 5 being it will possess your entire soul.
Probably a 1.
Probably a 1. But if it were not a 1, how high is the potential?
I mean, a lot of people died holding this. Curses kind of just appear in haunted spirits. So probably a 1.
All right.
I mean, it's a heritage weapon. I mean, people die around it a lot. They kind of
That's
just
it.
become cursed.
You know what? That's fair. They kind of just become cursed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all the time when heritage weapons and armor, people die around them so often that they just become fucking cursed. And then you
People
just
die when they're killed.
yeah. I mean, shut up.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So, how much are you coming down on the price?
I'll come down to 15. It's a phenomenal price.
It's a very rare magic item.
It's a very no. It's listen. I'm aware. I'm aware that it is. I technically don't have enough gold And also, I am concerned that this is so fucking cursed. In a way that is going to be very detrimental.
So what do you say to her?
Right.
Again, thank you, grandmother. I hope that you find the elven warrior of darkness that will wield this.
No, but
She launches down, is groveling at your feet.
Please buy it. I'll come down to 12. Please.
Grandmother, why do you want someone to buy this so desperately? Are you cursed?
No.
I'm gonna insight check that. No. Is she cursed?
You now hear the distinct rustling of multiple creatures under this cloak. And the body language that previously did not make sense now makes sense when you shift it into 3 separate parts.
This is 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
You could pull the cloak back.
Okay.
Is that why you kept changing between 3 accents for it?
Which one of you is Gertrude? Which one of you is Hilda? And I don't actually hear a third name in there, but like all 3 of you are in there. Listen, I'm a straight shooter here. You can be you can be honest with me. I'm not gonna turn you into the police or anything. It's okay that there's 3 of you in there.
A kobold snoot comes out from under the cloak that looks like its skin has been flaking off.
Oh, buddy.
So, this thing does not like being held by a non-elf. At all.
Okay.
And, my tail fell off yesterday.
Oh, buddy. Oh.
I'm running out of appendages to lose.
Oh.
I throw it away and it teleports back.
Oh, buddy. Okay. I will buy it for 12,000 gold.
Please.
If
Does he need the money to regenerate?
I get to find out your names.
Regenerate.
They 3 of them slither out.
I'm Bax, I'm Dix, and I'm Quack.
It is lovely to meet all 3 of you. I will hand over this. Well, it's not 12,000 gold. It's 2,000 gold and 1,000 platinum.
Yeah.
Also, this was found on the guy who gave it to us. For your kindness.
And you see what it very clearly is an archaeomantic sigil on a necklace.
Oh,
And it glows brighter the closer it comes to the spear.
thank you, you 3. I will take it from them after I have handed them the money. I'll take both items.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that now that this is in my possession, once I've had some time to spend with it, and let it know that it's in my possession, that all of your appendages will grow back. I've heard that can possibly happen.
It can? I didn't
don't
know you could regrow your tail. Maybe you can.
I know there are, at the very least, if it doesn't happen naturally, there are very powerful clerics who can do it. I hope that for all 3 of you, you are very sweet, and I wish you the best of luck.
They look up at you, and like one of them is like missing an eye. The other one's teeth are all falling out.
Thank you. How can we go now?
God, they need 3 regenerates.
Yes, they do.
My
They
family.
are all like heavily irradiated because they were all holding the spear.
My long lost family. There they are.
Damn girl kobolds! I'm dead. I'm dead.
Yeah. So the elven thrower is what this is based on. Requires attunement by an elf, and this particular one belonged to an old shadow archaeomancer, and enhanced the enchantment. And so not only requiring attunement by an elf, but being wielded by a non-elf, it very much dislikes. And so,
before I officially attune to it, I'm gonna ask one of my casters to just make sure it's not cursed. Other than the non-elf curse.
yeah.
As soon as I get the okay from my pals, then from a magical identify pal, then I will attune to it. Oh, my my poor little radium girl kobolds.
Yes, that is.
No. Oh, babies.
So there's the base one, and then additionally, so you take it to one of your arcane people. They identify it. Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
And Dario looks at the shadow archaeomancy thing for you.
Thank you.
You can alternatively, a number of times equal to your proficiency modifier per long rest. When you land an attack, you can teleport to where you hit it. So
nice.
That does not have a cooldown. So technically, being a monk, you could throw it. Its range, throw it 60 feet, disadvantage. Blink, throw again, blink, run, bonus action dash. You could get places with this thing. I love that the Shaker laugh has been imprinted on you.
It's a stim at this point. All right, I'm happy.
And so,
with
if
that.
you hit an enemy, you'll obviously go to like a space 5 feet adjacent to them of your choice. If you hit just a spot where nobody is, you'll just teleport to that square.
Naturally. Cool.
Huh?
I said cool.
Yep. And as you can see, it is a +3 spear. You additionally, if you hit him with a ranged attack, it does an extra D8, and if it's a giant, you do an extra 2D8.
Hell yeah.
And then, whenever you land, immediately after the attack, the weapon flies back to your hand. In this case, unless you blink to it, so it's not gonna swap places with you.
No, it's way over there.
You throw it, it returns to your hand where you did it, but you blink to where the blade went. Now it's across the room. The enchantment, the boosted enchantment, is essentially just instead of it coming to you, you come to it. They show you how to tie the little archaeomantic rune on it. Without needing to do anything, Andariel is able to etch it onto the blade itself and use the necklace as the fuel and imbibe it onto it. Previously, the guy just kind of wore the slate thing on his necklace and then wielded it, but you now have a non-dart throwable weapon.
Removing dart from my attack. It's staying in my inventory, but it's going out of my attack.
I was gonna say, are you just therapeutically dropping them in the ocean, saying?
No. No, I'm just. I still have the darts. Like I have emergency darts, because maybe someone else in my party will need them. But like,
You also have a lot of pole arms on your back now, Monk, with the double scimitar, this elven spear.
I'm sorry. Did you say scimitar as in a pole arm?
The double scimitar you have?
It is a.
That is a twin blade, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
We're saying that to live. It is a pole arm.
I think she's been imagining like Zuko's blades.
I probably.
No. Bad.
The crystal blade?
Yeah.
See, everything I have about that is that it is a single sword.
You got one of these. Hold on. You got one of these.
Describes it as a single sword.
That is what it looks like.
Oh yeah, that is pretty cool. All right, fair enough.
And that's why I gave you proficiency with it, even though you normally didn't have it, because I said that's a sick-ass thing for a monk to have.
Sick ass thing.
You
This
put
whirling
Eleanor's shit
dervish.
back in the box.
Look, man, it was the quickest one that wasn't the fucking gargoyle twin blade in my face.
Ah,
I would like to buy something.
What would you like to buy?
Bullets.
Of what kind?
Magical if possible.
Okay.
Standard.
What kind of gun do you
Fire.
have?
Pistols.
When did you get pistols?
The Underdark.
He may be out of spell slots, but he doesn't have options.
Click,
I also
click.
have a pistol if you want it.
Or is giving it
A
to
plus
to
one. I
skeletons.
actually have a +1 pistol. Do you want that for? You
No.
don't need magical bullets.
No, I specifically need my gun to not be magic.
Okay.
Actually, are magical weapons actually affected by this?
Depends on the context. Like if you throw them on the ground, they'll have a little halo around them. But the magical effects of your bullet, if you shot the wall, would not affect. It would just be like a regular bullet.
I am a magical weapon. I fucking hope not.
Morgana touches down. Just
Topaz Annihilator would still shoot while
Yes.
in that place.
Yes,
Okay.
but if you tried to shoot the wall to disintegrate it, it would do nothing.
Of course.
I gotta find the firearms page I use. Aha, so pistol. Bullets are 3 gold for 10, and you're looking to get like +1 bullets.
Honestly, they don't even have to be +1. I just need them to bypass bludgeoning or piercing resistance.
Really, the only thing they have is +1s then, because nobody just makes one that's like, this is vaguely magical. It'd be kind of hard for somebody to want to make a half enchantment that doesn't do anything but bypasses. Is technically magic enough to bypass resistances.
I don't know. The moon swords do it.
The what now?
Moon blades.
The glowy swords. That's
Moonlight swords. That's what they're called.
All they do is glow, but they are considered magic. So-
Okay.
Moon touched. That's what they're called.
The moon
Common
touch
magic
scimitar.
item.
Is that what you're talking about? Like moon touch sword, moon touch. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a common magic item that doesn't do anything extra other than be magic.
Let's say for every 10 bullets you want, 10 gold pieces.
Cool.
So a gold a pop.
That'll work.
They are for fun. You come across a metallurgist who had just had a backlog of moon scimitars and was literally melting them down into lead balls or bullets. Say, I'll send you this for. Tries giving you speech, spiel, blessed by moon goddess, no specific refined enchantment, prime for whatever.
Actually, you know what would be funnier? Why don't we just say Zunkery buys the moon blade and then immediately commandeers the guy's shop to melt it down into bullets?
Nice. This is a fine elven blade. Imported from the... What are you doing with that large... Wait, what's the hammer? Bing! Bing!
Making it better. He cracks it in half.
Congratulations, it is no longer of elven make.
Looks at Zonkiri, I think. Alright. Any other requests?
Can I get you to answer my question about my black electrite shots?
What about them?
Do they do double damage or max damage? I can't remember which one you said.
They do double damage. So you double the necrotic damage that you do with them. And if you recall, you have a big black electrite if you wanted to try and make more. Or make a fucking depth charge. Or whatever you wanted to do with it.
I'll do that later.
There
got
will not
10
be any
bullets.
other black electrite things for sale in the city. It is too rare of an item.
No problem.
Last call. Anything else?
For
Absolutely
shopping?
not.
Oh, right. I gotta re-up my spices.
You get various dragon-born cuisine and dragon
Thank you.
cuisine
That's
spices.
Very important. Very important.
Very dry, earthy tones. Very heavy salt. Kind of thing you need at least like a 2 cups of water to down normally.
Ooh.
And Daryl, you buying anything?
Nope.
Silver, you buying anything?
No.
Katera, you already bought your things?
Yep.
Morgana, you buying thing?
No, sir.
Fergus?
I should be good.
Then it sounds like it's time to head back to the Asmodean. You'll make your way back to the Asmodean.
Yeah, I
Yes,
have
sir.
something once we're done with a long rest, but that's not until we're done with a long rest.
You take your long rest now and prepare your spells. DM has to go pee real quick.
Naturally. I've been sitting on this since last week.
Sitting on what?
You'll find out.
Why are you here?
I had to stop myself. You said, "Why are you here?" And I was gonna be like, "Well, Katir's a part of the campaign normally, so."
She do be a part of the party.
The party.
The party, the party.
Urine deposited.
Boink. God, that's a lot of ones.
Don't you have that won't work. What does Great Weapon Master say?
Well, maybe
Two-handed melee weapon, I believe.
If does it say melee specifically?
Let me check.
Because this is like a heavy two-handed weapon.
Oh, it's a heavy bow gun?
This fucking railgun? Yeah, I'd fucking hope it's a.
Gun lance.
The melee weapon. You make a yeah, both of them.
Give Morgana gun lance. See what.
Wait, no,
happens.
that's not what I'm looking for. Savage attacker.
Savage Attacker's just re-rolling a dice.
Right, that's what I was talking
I
about.
can
For
re-roll one of them. It's just, I think on the attack.
yeah, so like on this one where you roll a fuck ton of ones,
No,
you could.
Melee weapon.
Savage attacker makes you be a melee. It started. I clicked on the first link, which was D&D Beyond. In new D&D, it's any attack.
Tragedy.
I say that just to hurt you to know that it's just out of reach.
I'm fine with not being involved with new D&D.
This is the price I must pay. Alright, so with all your things set, your stealth electrite set, all your things bought, Mivan is in the tower with Abthar. I did not mention it earlier, but I remembered that she exists.
Yeah.
Fergus, did you already cross the coral off your list?
Yes.
Appreciate it. Did you all want to do anything with your other electrites before you get up there? You all do know how to set them into being grenades. Or, given the size of some of these weapons of mass destruction. Or, other than grenades, anything you wanted to do with them. Any archaeomancy you wanted to do before you got up there. This
I
is
can think of.
This is the make sure you've done everything before this point, because you're about to go into a dungeon crawl.
Let's get it on!
Guys, prepare spells.
I do have something very important Katira needs to do after the long rest.
Okay, you'll have your long rest.
All right. Okay, so I think it's safe. I'll just say I can take Earthquake off now. I'm gonna find somewhere else to go.
Yeah, that would do nothing on the station. You cast it on the ground and just fall out the bottom of it.
So, when we wake up from our long rest,
So,
and Dariel and Mogana, you're gonna hear a knock at your door.
Andy will get up and answer it. Yes.
You see Katira kind of covered. She has her hood up for like the first time in a while. Can I please come in?
Sure. She'll let you in.
He's gonna rush in and be like, please shut the door. I think Connor has figured out where I'm going with this.
Andy's gonna stick her head out the door, look both ways, kind of like, what the fuck's going on? Then come in and close the door. What's going on?
I've never dealt with this before. I don't know what to do. And she'll just pull her hair back and you just kind of see this.
Wow.
I don't know what to do with it.
That's
And she turns around and there's a hairbrush broken off like the Princess Diaries in the back of her head. I don't know what to do.
For those of you who
I've
recall,
never had curly hair before.
she touched the
and I don't
chestnut
know what to do
electrite
with
and
it.
got curly chestnut hair last session.
I don't know
that's
what to
Oh,
do.
it was that permanent?
It has remained.
I don't know. I'm assuming it is.
You hear behind Endario as Morgana does the Five Nights at Freddy's dash at you with the sound of screaming and everything. And she jumps on top of you and starts messing with your hair.
Thank you. I cannot be seen like this.
It is not soft, but it is very fuzzy. And as a rules note, yes, normally those electrite effects go away, but it's funny that she maintains fuzzy hair, so it's stuck.
Just for a little bit. I was like, I at least have to get it through one rest, and then she'd be like, oh, she figures out how to do a whole curl care routine, and then the next morning wakes up with her regular hair. It's like, but I did so much work.
all right. So Andy will do her hairstyle thing, and because I think it's funny as fuck,
You'll roll for us.
you will have this hair.
Yay! It's even the same color.
He made some drills, bro. Oh,
So like she like, Andariel takes your hair and like coils it around her arm, and then uses her like air genasi. She like wets it, uses her air genasi connection, just like her arm becomes a hair dryer, and just blow out curls.
Give you fucking big ass drill bits.
That is very impressive. Thank you.
They are very
There
boingy.
you go.
Thank you. I will leave, just kind of gently running my fingers around the boingy curls.
You slowly shut the door, then
as
scurry
you're
back to
walking
your room.
away, you watch Morgana slowly turn to Endario, and a shot of static just goes through her entire body, and her hair puffs up.
Woo.
And her hair will turn into this.
It's got that on lock.
I still had the Google search up.
Oh,
Oh no!
I feel bad. That one's AI generated, but you get the idea.
well, Morgana's soul is kind of anyway. She is the AI.
You're the
But
Morgana-
that's how
you're the most
Andy
advanced
will do
chatbot.
Morgana's hair.
Okay. Yes, advanced
Yes,
insidiousness.
He.
Thank you, Shane. So, you all wake up. Everything's slotted in. You got your stealth electrite in there, and it's ready to flip the switch when you all start to get closer to cloak yourselves. It's essentially going to be like a pass without a trace. I'm going to have you make a piloting check with a +10 to it,
Woo.
as your ship becomes incredibly hard to notice.
Like the ships from Dragon Ball Z with their mirror coat finish.
Sure. Are you saying mirror coat?
That's what I said.
Okay. I heard
Meerkat.
meerkat. I heard like a meerkat finish. I was like, I didn't put it past DBZ to have like fur-covered spaceships, which is why I paused. Otherwise, I'd be like, that's ridiculous. You definitely meant mirror coat. I was like, well, they might.
Dragon. Got to dragon.
Okay. So, you all get to your battle stations. Does everybody remember where those are?
The kitchen.
I
Yep.
mention this because if you fail this, you're going to be fired on by ships.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Zonkiri's at the helm. Katira's in navigation. Silver's in engineering. The other three of you kind of bounced between weapons and wherever.
I think I was banned from the engine because my gut wanted to eat the heart.
Yes. Karen, I'm going to give you the recommendation.
It's the undead.
You
Yes,
could be a guidance engine for anyone and just stick there and give them divine guidance. In this case, probably
Well,
Zangiri, because he's going to be making the
Yeah,
check.
sure. Silver already has guidance, so he's good there. So yeah.
And then
probably check
Silver and Katira, normally you all would probably end up on weapons somewhere, either mating the big gun or the ballista up top. Or if you're Silver, and you might just whip out your gun and start launching it at people. You know, because he probably does outrange some of the ship stuff.
When I hear launching, I feel like I'm throwing my gun at him.
Yeah, like the way Katira's about to throw her spear, just oh yeah, I put in a returning enchantment on the the Annihilator. Huh? Yeah, the bayonet. You just throw it and then back to him.
Can you imagine?
That would be. I kind of want to do that now. It's so ridiculous.
Honestly, if he still needed to reload his gun, I could just do that with a bullet in his gun, so it never needed to be reloaded again.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah, Shadow Archaeomancy probably. I'm assuming that's what you're getting at.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Entirely possible.
And now that she knows about it, that she's gonna go about doing that, so our giant ass cannon on our ship has infinite shots.
That will take one of your large electrites.
Is everyone cool with that?
Yeah.
Depends on which one.
I will also say whichever one you put will put a spin on whatever kind of ammunition gets fired out of it.
Hazard?
Hazard would be a good one. Hazard would be a good one.
I did say that stuff was basically uranium before, right?
Depleted uranium rod shots? Okay.
Uranium.
There you go, Connor.
Not even
Stat that out
depleted.
real quick for us.
We'll cross the bridge when we get there.
I think you mean we'll burn that bridge when we get there.
We'll atomize that bridge. We're gonna say that you did that before your long rest.
Okay.
Because, you know, the idea is that you all are getting up and hitting the road. So
Yeah.
as you all are winding down,
It took me a little bit longer to come up with an idea to do something.
Are you good? I'm totally comfortable flashing back. So you and Silver kind of work to modify the cannon. What do you do with the big rock that is on your deck? Because you no longer need it. You have a big, like Indiana Jones style boulder on your ship that you don't need.
Can I use my Stone Archaeomancy to turn it into like a? No, that's kind of pointless.
Yeah, it's a very round.
Turn it into like a forged shield, so we can ram something, and I can open it up, and we can walk into whatever we rammed.
Hovering the server mute on you, Liv, just for that one.
Granted. Give me an Arcana check for this one.
Shane said that was so foul. Fuck you.
Taking one of the hazards away.
Thank you.
22.
You now have like a serrated axe blade on the front of your ship with this stone reinforcing it. You pull like the quartz parts of it out and line it. Then you stretch the infernal metal over the top of it, giving it kind of this hard stone core, and then the infernal iron is kind of a plating. You can now ram with increased efficiency.
Okay, cool.
Now you all where had you all put these Archaeomancy? Because I remember you accessed them before in Abthar's Tower. So I'm gonna assume that, like I said, this was the day before you used your demi-plane for the day, opened it up, and got everything you needed in one go. Are you leaving it in there, or are you bringing it with you? As fair warning, the Electrite Silo, any of them in there. Because fair warning, it's per dungeon stuff, teleporting in and out is going to be tricky. And opening extra dimensional portals like a demi-plane will also be tricky.
That's up to everybody. Do you want to bring a fucking piece of electrite with us?
I mean, the only thing that I can think of might be possible is using the circuit one to help us, like, hack into something.
I think the concretes are going to be useful.
That's concrete, baby.
In case I gotta do some chicanery. I want the blood one come along to just store it.
Oh, you got that big old bitch on your back.
I can't use Archaeomancy outside of the spear, so.
Yeah.
So how are these
Listen, I
things
got
gonna
one.
balance
I'm
us?
good.
Now I will warn you: if you have it on you and you get targeted, if you get knocked down,
Can you get back up again?
I'm gonna.
Please don't carry the tactical nuke on your back, healer.
Yeah. The blood is a very strong one. You're gonna want to put that in like a bag of holding or something.
All right, who has it then? The bag holding. You, Cloudy bitch. You have one, right?
Who's Cloudy?
Me?
bitch?
And Dario.
Oh, clouds. I see. I was thinking like a. Okay.
Yeah, I do have a bag of holding.
You want to hold a nuke for me?
No.
Well, too bad you're going to.
All right, you have to hold my set of plate armor.
Oh, okay.
Cameron,
Yeah.
what's your strength, Karen?
Currently, 19.
Bear.
19. Okay.
Bearivable.
Are you
All right,
over?
so I am apparently carrying a tactical nuke in my bag.
You have the blood archaeomancy gem, the large one.
All right, so is it
For fun, Morgana, as you all are doing this plan, the living nature one calls out to you. Hi, long time no see. I'm assuming. Well, that's actually. I'm gonna ask. Did you all consolidate all your other electrolytes into this demi-plane, or did you leave them in the vault?
No, we put them in the demi plane.
Gotcha.
If that place starts getting bombarded again, last thing we want is
Right.
one of those electrolyte pieces getting hit.
I kind of assumed, but I wanted to ask you all to be sure. The only one you all couldn't grab would be the Morgana bike is on the Asmodean, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
So everything should be up for grabs. So last call as we're flashing back to when you open the demiplane. You've spent the hazard to make your uranium cannon. You've pulled out the blood gem for possible future use. Now what? Anything else you're grabbing before the gate closes?
Would Silver be able to use the circuit one for something like that?
Possibly.
Trying to hack into things? Or
Entirely
connect
possible.
things? Silver, would you like to take that one?
How big is it?
It's a small
If I remember
It's a
correctly.
small one.
It's a small. The cyber.
circuit.
Pretty sure small ones are like the
Circuit.
size of what, a baseball or something?
Yeah, like a baseball.
Doesn't need to be in a special container, does it?
Bag of holding smart. If an enemy finds out you have a thing of electrolyte on it, they will start trying to target it. But if yours is small enough that you can put it on your pocket. The blood electrolyte is so large you'd have to like strap it to your back, and then enemies are like, oh. I mean, we've all seen super mutant suiciders in Fallout. What do you immediately aim for?
Beep, 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 beep.
Liv, do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
I mean, if someone else holds it.
Big green
I
hulks, and they hold a
just
mini nuke
hack it
like a
to me.
football in their hand, and if you shoot it, it blows up and kills them.
Oh.
And they charge towards you, and they will spike it on the ground if they get to you.
Yeah.
That's why they're called super mutant suiciders.
Yeah.
But that they will do what the player does to the suiciders if they see you with a large electrode on your back. Their own well-being be damned.
All right, I'll shove this circuitry one in my bag too.
Okay. Circuit and blood. Any others? Nope. Okay.
Circuit. How the fuck do you spell circuit?
CIRCUIT.
Oh, that's circuit. That's not
Circuit.
Circuit. I forgot the I.
Circuit.
Good. Strong. Make my day.
All right.
Miss Piper. That's definitely a fic out there. I'm gonna stop.
Go on.
You all make it to your battle stations and begin to lift off.
Hail. It's about time.
You all lift off.
Damn, Jimmy.
There is a tense feeling in the air. You all are diving into, while you have good intel, there's still a lot of unknown factors that you all are facing. The biggest one being hoping that this stealth electrite is good enough to not be caught by the far stronger array of ships that surround the Oculus. For the time it takes you all to get into orbit, it's as if the air had been sucked out of the ship. It's hard to breathe.
I can do that.
Oh no, Morgana's joking.
Oh no, she's like...
So Karen, were you sticking to the guidance roll of?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you just casting guidance? Or you casting anything else on Zankiri?
Just guidance. I'm saving the spell slots.
Okay. You have your comm open Zankiri as you get as close as you feel confident to the Oculus. You will then give Silver the signal to flip the stealth electrite, which is the +10. The failure of the roll means you called it too late and you get spotted before you flip it, etc. You have a +10 and a D4. I need you to give me a piloting check. Before that, does anybody else have any buffs they want to stack on Zankiri or otherwise try and help out on the ship to increase the stealth output?
I want to hang the pirate flag we have in the piloting bay just for shits and giggles. I think Zankiri will find it fucking hilarious.
What's in the piloting bay?
Pirate flag.
Amazing.
I don't know where I got it, but we got it. And I'm hanging it inside the fucking piloting bay. Behind Zankiri.
Somehow. Like it was cut from a cloak of billowing. The wind always catches it, even in space.
I love that.
Okay. So no other buffs?
And I'll change it a little bit so it looks like the hat it's wearing on the skull looks like Zankiri's captain hat.
Phenomenal.
So you said this is a space vehicles checks?
Yes. So you'll have a +10 plus a D4. The DC is 20.
What? I don't have a +10s.
That's the stealth electrite's effect. It's essentially dropping like a pass without trace on you.
Oh, okay.
So in addition to your other modifiers. Fairly hard for you to fail, I'm sure, but nonetheless, a natural 1 would still fail you. Because while not a critical
you
failure,
count natural ones critical failures.
not typically, but in this case, it's fitting for the challenge. So
I'll hit me with an enhance ability.
okay.
I was looking for scrolls of that, and I apparently used them also. As I was going to use one on you.
Would me kind of increasing the speed of the engine help in any way?
If you want to give me an engineering check, that could give him advantage and save him the spell slot.
Okay, I have a question for the
Yes.
staff
I was
of Long
also
Shadow.
thinking of the soul juice, probably putting 1 or 2 souls into the engine as well.
Okay. I will say that is
That
probably
is-
the other direction you want to go. You all are trying to move low and slow at the moment to avoid detection. The soul ones shoot a big blast of hellfire behind you that would make you kind of noticeable.
Okay. So
But if you did get spotted, it's a good thing to have on standby to go, well, time to go.
yeah. Okay, I'll do an engineering check just
Okay.
to see if I can't help them. 21.
I'll say you give him advantage, so no need to expend the spell slots on Kiri.
All right.
So you modify the engine to run incredibly silent. The normal, subtle rattling that fills the Asmodean ceases.
It's a hybrid.
You all can, off-puttingly, without the rumble, even on the far end of the ship in the kitchen, you could hear the beating heart of the still unliving greed archdemon, archfiend. And you can't help but feel your heart sync up with it as you wait to see if you're going to get blown from the sky. Go ahead and give me that space vehicles check at advantage. Plus d4 plus 10 plus your mod.
Fortune's flame never dims. Treasure stokes the fires within. Bring on hell or waters high. Hoist the colors, let them fly. Let the cannons rip the sky. 44.
44 will do it.
47.
47. With a 47.
Navigate to yesterday.
Hey,
Oh, it feels
What's-
good to be a pirate again.
Again? Remember, Kieran's up there with him. Okay.
So, with a 47, the silence fills out in space, and Zunkar, you have this preternatural sense. A ship jumps into the system right above you all, and you quickly invert your ship, fly really close to it, and sneak onto the Asmodean underneath it. Or onto the Oculus, excuse me.
oh,
You all are traveling 10, 15, 20 minutes, holding your breath the whole time. All the lights on the ship are off. You come up. It doesn't dock on the Oculus. It drives by, and you see your window coming up where you're going to have to get in there. You see by the size of the landing bay, your ship will not look like it belongs there. You can land as silently as you want, but it will not be long until somebody spots you. Luckily, the landing site is small enough that these big ships likely, certainly cannot get in there, and you doubt that their weapons could target just you. You think the best thing to do is to land and figure out a way to close the bay door so that you can't be disturbed. And hope you can advance without alerting anyone for a while. So, while it's coasting by, you barrel right side up in orientation to the Oculus. Start to drift sideways, and as you all are holding with bated breath, you hear a sound over the intercoms quietly. Well, I could say what you'd say, but what does Zonkiri say to let everyone know it's go time?
Hold on. Actually, give me like 2 seconds. I know I know there's something I had for this.
Okay, I'll just play with my dog until you're ready.
What did I do?
Man, do
Currently
the
biting my
privacy
finger.
of your bedroom.
Nowadays.
What the dog doing, Shane, is biting my fingers at the moment.
They do that.
Gently, but...
Connor, why do you have peanut butter on your desk?
Hey, mind your own fucking business, maybe.
My. Oh, whoa. Oh, that jet.
Also, I have a very cute picture. I got an inch and a half of snow here in Birmingham, and my roommate took Penny to go meet with some friends. If y'all want to see the pictures, I would love to share them.
Yes.
She's in a little Christmas sweater.
Yes. Why haven't you already sent them?
Because I got them like 2 hours ago.
You sent them 2 hours ago.
I was on the phone with my mom, and then I sent them to her immediately.
Connor hates us.
Also, they're in Excordia. Also,
Connor loves his mom more than us. Unfortunate.
Also, Penny's a runner, and so the picture where she's off leash on the campus screen gave me heart palpitations when I saw it.
Oh, she's so cute.
When I went to do my drug test for my job, they had clearance stuff on the Walgreens stuff, and I got that little vest thing for like $5.
Oh, she is trotting. She loves it.
I'm trying to find something mean to say, and I just can't think of anything that would be halfway true.
She came back soaking wet, and I was like a worried parent. I was like, "Oh my god, I need to dry you immediately. Come here."
He's like, no.
Pigs in a blanket.
She did have a little time this morning going bathroom. Her legs were kind of shaking from the cold, I think, because she didn't have her jacket this morning.
Oh.
Beagles are
video
not cold weather dogs.
Cold.
Yeah.
It's not cold.
Typically, Alabama's not a cold weather state, so.
Found it.
2 seconds later, what does Ankiri say to the crew as he starts to come into the mission point?
You hear him begin speaking in his native language, something he rarely does in the presence of others. But as his voice kind of echoes out over the intercom, you begin to instinctually understand as his psionic presence begins to fill the area. We are will made manifest, the unsheathed sword, masters of dragons, and the fate of the worlds. We are the pirates, the knights of death. Ever may we reign. As Zankuri begins singing a Githyanki battle hymn.
Metal as fuck.
Bro's back in his element.
As he drops the "Long may we raid," your ship lands. Click. It's time to go. Those you below deck are now top deck as you quickly rush up. Here on this hangar bay, clearly only open to allow goods to travel between these battleships and the station, you see a couple of shuttlecraft, things smaller than yours, and you... Give me a perception check. Anyone who wants to make one. So we'll start with Karen and Katir, because they're most likely to just beat out everyone else's. Okay. You all hold your breath as Katir holds up her fist. Your ear twitches, Katira. There are people in this loading bay.
Long.
You hear almost like a bat's echolocation. You hear 4 Megan walking around on here doing repairs and offloading material. There seems to be 3 moving stuff off of a shuttle, and 1 has a little, very small desk where they seem to be logging in said shipment. You are not noticed yet, but your landing is not silent.
Relay that to my party.
Mm-hmm. Party, how do you interact with this threat?
Yeah.
Right. Realistic clock.
Take off her harness, please.
By the most time we can. Let's try to get these guys out before they can raise the alarm. Silver, we're going to need you to shut the bay doors, make sure nobody notices we're in here from outside. Nobody else comes in here.
Roger.
And I guess we'll try to sneak up on the Megans.
Okay. Give me a stealth check, everybody who's approaching.
Right.
This will be a group stealth check. Silver, I would say you do not even have to leave the ship, given your range. Oh wait, no, you're closing the bay door. You do need to leave. If you were just sniping them, you could just kind of lean over the railing. But
I am made of metal.
do you want to go? Ooh.
Man.
Ooh.
So remember when I said your landing wasn't silent? The ship landing was. The deboarding.
Oh
Don't worry, guys.
Well,
And a card on
I-
this shit, it won't help.
Don't worry. I got us.
Oh my god. Why do any of us try stealthing? We're terrible at it.
To be fair,
I'll-
not everyone had to
Terrible
go.
at it.
You know, I didn't. Can I say that
Nobody
I'm in my stealth armor just so I can have advantage?
Did you set it this morning?
We were moving too fast for me to say anything about it. So,
You can have it set to your stealth armor.
I knew. So, here. 22. I'll,
Thank
I'll
God.
buff one. I'll buff one person with Flash of Genius.
Don't bother doing mine, big dog.
Yeah, no, Morgana's is 2 failures.
Uh,
No matter what it gets to,
If
she
I-
rolled a 1.
Karen, because he's got the next highest one.
Hello.
what is Karen's?
13.
13. Oh, he's also in heavy armor. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, I'll raise it
We're gonna
to
do 3 to
17.
4 no matter what.
No, even if you raise it, it won't help.
Yeah.
I'd say save it.
We don't. We don't have enough to.
At best, because we don't know the DC, it could be 20. At best, we're going to be 3 to 4.
It is a stark, silent hangar bay that you all are moving on. The DC is... It's not
Fire
easy.
Hold Hold on,
And I just you
Wait,
just
where's
hear
this quick
boom.
chart?
Connor.
Yeah,
I'm willing to bite the bullet on this one, RP wise, if you allow me.
sure.
Mm.
You describe it to me. How do you all futz it?
Everybody is slowly, stealthily getting off the ship. All of the undead that are going to be following are slowly making their way off. Marching in rows. As you guys see Zankiri leaning over the bow, as you just see him just collecting energy around him, as he has just told everybody to sneak up on these guys. As you just see this wicked grin break across his face as he realizes he can't contain himself, as he throws himself over the side of the ship toward them,
Oh, no.
pulling out his blade, screaming, "Give me everything you've got!"
Oh, the pirate instinct kicked in.
Just looks at him.
As
His
he just-
timbers are shivered.
As he just screams, raging toward them, like a true Githyanki.
All right, guess we're in this. Let's go.
Karen's head recedes between his shoulders like a turtle.
their face, they drop what they're holding, and the other 3 like run over to the desk with the guy there, and they're like, you can very clearly tell they're like, hustle, hustle, hustle.
Trying to
You
roll
get
initiative.
Yankee rated.
You all are charging up. They hit the panic button as you get up there.
How far away were we?
Given the width of these ships, I'd say you're about 60 feet out.
I think we need
Can
to
I
roll
light
this.
one of them up then? As soon as he starts screaming.
It's not going to be a combat thing. It just failed stealth, alarm. Succeeded stealth, no alarm. Yeah, you all, they hit the button, and then you all explode.
Hit them.
Yeah. Your 4 Eldritch Blasts connect to each of their temples, and just poof! You've got a Jackson Pollock on the wall. And then there are little yellow hazard lights that now spiral around on here.
Why do we even bother stealthing? We don't even do that.
Sunkiri's just got one of them up by the neck. His sword is like reverse gripped, and he's just repeatedly stabbing it into the wall, like pinning it there over and over again.
And being a silver sword, you are piercing the wall.
At last.
All right, we should move quickly.
Does anybody try and shake Zonkiri out of this pirate frenzy?
I haven't seen him this bloodlusted since the Gith. The
Noticing the alarms, I'm just gonna try and close the hangar bay so no ship comes and get us.
Okay. Give me a Thieves' Tools, intelligence-based, at disadvantage because you have to rush.
Okay.
Though,
Can I give
given
him
your
a,
modifier, I doubt it's gonna matter.
Just for fucks, shits and giggles, guidance. I'm not going near Zenkiri. He's bloodlusted.
He's still stabbing the wall as you all saddle up to the terminal next to him.
Moganas goes to him with the vibe. He can try that.
Gloves and my +1 tools. Boop. 21.
Hang on. 23.
Y'all want to all refresh? The amount of nat ones so far. It's insane.
I'll throw in a flash of genius just so it could at least go
To 25?
to
No, 26.
6. Wait.
Yeah, you'll cross the 25 threshold.
23 plus... It's...
23 plus 4, 27.
Yeah.
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 You
27.
succeed with a 27. As the
I'm
terminal is
reloading.
starting to lock you out, like it is starting to close out, you rush, and you manage to just drop the the hangar bay, just like a portcullis. It just drops. Those there are bars there, and there's still like a little airfield, but it is very clear that attacking this thing it's still a weak point, but you could not crash your ship through here. It also doesn't mean that your ship's locked in here. So, the alarm's tripped. There's one way out of here.
Into the belly of the beast.
Time to go.
Oh no, here we go killing again.
Yes.
Zankiri, you were only pulled away as which
Imagine
party member taps him on the
stealth,
shoulder to
stealth.
point towards the which party member taps him on the shoulder to point him in the direction of the dungeon?
Mogana, she's got the most health.
Where are
You
we?
turn and see Morgana point towards the door. Large weapon in hand as well.
A fellow
Two large
warrior.
weapons on hands.
Where? I don't see a token.
You are not placed on there yet.
Hello.
I
I'm
am
placing
not
everybody.
in the front, motherfucker.
Yeah, you all are gonna be able to place here in a second. You're not. Hold your fucking horses, goddammit! The big map, big
Well, we were
land.
all saying to Zonkiri as he jumped over the side of the ship.
Morgana. Yeah, this map is gonna lag you a little bit.
Imagine he was still saying,
Holy schmoly.
Holy.
Okay,
Fuck,
everybody
no.
should be on there.
Give me your booty.
All right. Restrict movement should be on. That 1, 2, 3 in front of you. Approach it.
No.
Are we testing something?
No, I'm telling you specifically. You need to approach it.
Here?
Don't tell me what to do.
You walk up and you see a stairwell up to the next level is locked and some sort of incredibly high energy grid blocks it. Silver, as you examine it,
Small keys. They'll open a door somewhere nearby, but only in this area.
Silver, you realize you're going to have to override 3. You're going to have to gather at least 3 safety overrides to get past this thing onto the next level. You imagine there's somewhere on this level that you're going to have to fight through and find your way to security points where you can fabricate these overrides. the dungeon is now yours. That 1, 2, 3 there, as this stretches over other sessions, I'm just gonna delete or cross them out, so I know how many more you need to do. Probably just like cross them out, so I know whatever. I was just gonna put a token there with a number, but the little trifecta thing felt cooler.
Okay.
The walls, ceilings, and floors here are all lined with that Atherosian spell circuitry material. Morgana, you trace your fingers over it and you see just an incredibly faint, almost imperceptible glow as a magical being yourself. You don't feel any weaker or anything when you touch it, but you all recognize this material having been described to you as the magic conductive material, and that dropping spells onto it is not going to have any effect. Though, as you saw earlier, Zangiri's silver sword was able to pierce it.
Alright. Let's go with north or south, guys. What do you think?
South.
South?
North.
Dick.
Midget.
With being contrary.
No.
And uranium rock fall.
Rang the alarm. It's not good time to be arguing.
Yeah, and you can tell by the way this door is set up that the alarm has gone off.
Morgana, Katira in the front. Katira, check for traps. Can make sure nothing comes up on our rear. Silver, you're back there with him. And Dario, you're
Don't get
there
clapped.
behind
Yes.
two of them. Yes.
Yep. And explorer mode should be on, so you all should be able to see the paths you went through before.
Looks like it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright. Perception for traps?
Yes.
But give it an advantage unless you already have it.
She does, I believe, from her staff.
The rod.
Yeah. And
Okay,
you did
then
attune to that
also-
elven thrower, right?
Katira's rod
Yeah.
gives her advantage.
Don't tell a
You're
dog.
hilarious.
You all are scoping through. You do not see any traps here as you all are traveling. Between where you all now and each of the locked doors, there are no traps. I will say that.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about moving so piecewise for now. As you all round there, you see upwards. You see just like a little storage cubby, series of shelves and boxes.
Anything to steal?
Various mechanical parts.
I just had a good idea.
Please share.
If we come across anything that looks like an interface into the system, Morgana can try to use the circuit electrite to plug herself into it to learn about local defense.
Good call. There was a terminal at that door up there, but it was more of a security terminal. It didn't really seem attached to the rest of the system. Or specifically, it had been shut off from everything else because of safety protocols. And Daryl, as you look up there, give me an investigation check as you start rifling through the boxes quickly.
Donkey shit. Fuck you, Shane. That's your fault.
What? Okay.
Yes, didn't you know you're the cause of all twos? Before you existed, there were none. It was a D19. It went straight from 1 to 3. You see, with a 12, you find a series of servos and metal bars. Having been with Morgana a while, when you see a metallic hand in there, you pause for a second, and it seems to be of a good make. But this just seems to be like a spare parts cubby. Most of these do look damaged though, or like outmoded. Kind of
Okay.
just like a depot. Most of these doors are locked, but given Silver's sleight of hand, he cannot fail the DC. So, given your sleight of hand and your thieves tools, you cannot fail opening most of these doors.
Okay.
Just tell me when you want to unlock it.
I'll unlock. Good.
Okay. Make sure you are in position when he unlocks it. Or when he opens it. So I'm unlocking it. As soon as the door is open, I'm telling
I'm
everybody to
being
freeze.
attacked by skeletons.
Yeah, I have to be up front to unlock it. So okay.
I mean, unlock it and then step away before we bust it open.
That is entirely possible.
Okay. I'll sit back right here then.
Kind of you drag Caiaphas Cairn over here.
I think that's
a
where he
little
wants
bit.
to be.
Okay. What is he right around the corner?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
I
Makes
think
sense for.
I don't know if it is or not, but it seems Karen enough that he might want to just tuck around the corner and wait in case there's a fucking Kamehameha wave coming down.
All right, Morgana's holding up her fingers. 3, 2, 1.
Turn the handle, throw it open.
Breach.
In there, you see a series of automatons. I'm going to go ahead and show what they look like. Where's it? Storming the Octopus. And Daryl, as you're looking through the parts, you see like model plates of names on the you saw the names of models on some of these pieces of metal, and you are able to quickly clock what their names are because the DM wants to tell you the names. The big
10-4,
tanky
little
ones,
buddy.
the big tanky ones you recall were called the Araya Juggerhearts, and the more lithe ones were called the Araya Spell Reavers. And I will show you all their art here in a second.
When she sees those names, Andy's gonna say, "These guys are not good with their naming conventions."
Fuck you.
But their art is really cool.
Thank you. Remember when I said I had something I wanted to cook? These were the things. I was making something else and I saw these and inspiration came to me. I was like, oh, I gotta do this.
How many skellies did you bring with us, Ann? Gary?
6 skellies, 6 zombies, and a white.
Alright, cool.
Bomb!
Let me clear it real quick.
So obviously, as per Connor and I agree, but they're not all gonna rush in there immediately.
Yeah.
Make my turn 30 minutes.
Are we ready?
I need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative.
I'll be back in about 20 minutes.
Those fuckers got better decks than me.
You will also notice that spell circuitry, there are plates and armor pieces on these constructs. Though not immune to spells, they seem to have some sort of integration of this spell circuitry.
Unfortunately, I'm not an engineer, otherwise I'd ask if I could roll to see if they had any weaknesses.
Damn shame. Top of the initiative, Katira.
Put those hoes before me, Connor. They got a higher dex.
Okay, so we got Juggerhearts up at the front and
Yes.
Spell Reavers in the back.
Yes.
Let's see. Ooh. Oh, I can move that. Hell yeah. Let's see. Take 30 feet to get up there. It's 30 feet, so it's... Yeah, that one is definitely going to be within range. So I am going to start off with my Elven Thrower.
You draw it out.
And I am
Motherfucker!
I am going to yeet it. This bitch empty. Yeet at this bitch. Is throwing two-handed or one-handed?
One-handed.
One-handed. That's what I thought. 16.
A 16 will not hit.
Yeah, that's fair. But it comes back to my...
So you launch the spear, and like Matrix style, it watches and pulls up its hand and pushes the blade to the side, and then it blinks back to you.
Alright, so I am going to try again. Yeet. Nope.
Both hands
to a roaring start.
Yeah, off to a great start. But I have 65 feet of movement speed, so I'm going to 1. 15. Ah, there's another one. 20.
Surprise,
25,
motherfucker.
30. 35. 40. And since I have taken the attack action, I can spend a key point for Flurry of Blows. And I will. To whack. How about a 19?
A 19 will hit.
Yay! Okay, where is my open hand technique?
As it has opened up its sternum to push away your spear from both sides, you run up and immediately sternum punch the robot.
How about let's test his dex save.
Okay, give me a second.
Take your time.
Dexterity saving throw. That was the DM. Publique, 17.
Pretty sure that fails.
Hmm.
Prone.
The real tragedy is I rolled a 21 on the DM side.
That's so sad. That
It
would have
is.
succeeded.
Yep, he's prone.
And I have another strike at advantage.
Correct, because he's prone.
28.
Despacito.
28 will hit for another 9 damage.
Then, just to be safe for my friends, just in case they have to run by him or do anything else, no reactions.
Cool.
He won't fight.
And that is my turn.
Where is he? I saw him. There he is. No reaction.
That 65 feet of movement. Like,
I do. I have 65 feet of movement.
Yeah. The Spell Reaver's turns. Okay.
hey, who shut that door?
To start with, the one in the back, Katira, this one, is going to look at the choke point, cross its arms, uncrossing, you'll see a red glow fill all the circuitry on it. And as it holds out its hands, it's going to cast Wall of Fire over the choke point.
Shit. I would yell for everybody to get back, but it won't make a difference. They're already there.
Where's that wall going?
Oop, that's not the tool I wanted.
What's the wall doing?
Who's casting this?
A creature in the back.
Down back there. I doubt you can reach him with counter.
Nope, can't.
Okay.
Look,
How far is he?
pretty far. So I used 40 to get from where I was to this guy.
I'm just gonna blow his ass up with magic. I'm okay back here.
It's 10 feet for the Flyman Waffer direction, right? I take he's pointing it at me.
Yes.
You got it, boss.
Alright, and that'll happen at the start of your turn, I believe.
I believe it comes out when he first puts it down. Or when I end my
I'll
turn
post
in
the
it.
spell. Create a wall of fire, 60 feet long, 20 feet high,
The wall appears
1
each
foot thick.
feature.
Oh, I need to shrink this.
It's also when the wall appears, each creature must make it. And then takes the same damage when it enters the wall for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there.
I know.
Okay, so if you ended your turn. Okay. So everyone within 10 feet of the door, which would be just the white and Morgana, needs to make.
No, it's the creatures in the wall of fire when it appears. The 10 feet comes after that.
Oh, I see. Okay, so if you end your turn still within 10 feet of it, then
Correct.
Okay. So that one drops a little choke point. The other Spell Reaver, Katira, will turn to you. Will hold up its wrist, and you'll see a little like wrist launcher come up, and 2 little crossbow arms shoot out from one from the left, one from the right.
Okay. Do I have regrets?
And it is going to shoot you with 3 phasic bolts. Public.
I don't even know where I spawned in, so I need to go hide.
Does an 18 hit?
No, it does not.
19?
No.
And 26.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit.
Don't do the 27 force.
Is this a ranged weapon attack?
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna deflect missiles.
Okay, go,
Amazing.
go, Panda.
It is launching little metal bolts at you.
Deflect missiles. Which I think, yeah, I can't. With 7 damage, I can't fail it.
You catch the dart, and do you reflect it, or you just toss it to the ground?
I'm just gonna toss it to the ground.
And then the one there on the ground.
I'm not even gonna toss it to the ground. I'm gonna catch it. I'm gonna look him in the eyes, and I'm just gonna drop it and step on it.
And as you're doing that move, the one that's prone there stands up. You will get an attack of opportunity from it as it steps back.
Yes.
Wait, doesn't take a reaction to deflect missiles.
It takes her reaction.
Never mind. Never mind.
Does she not have a reaction?
I used it for deflect missiles.
So she
Oh,
can't-
opportunity attack. You're right.
Can't you use a key point to get another opportunity or another
Nope.
reaction?
That's the whatever subclass, the Cobalt Soul subclass only.
Yeah, I was like, that's not something I have.
Okay. So Reaver will, as you grab the bolt, this one like shifts
double check
over a
for
foot
Lily.
and then stands up. And then similarly, arm crossbow opens, and we'll launch 3 phasic bolts at you. 16.
Nope.
18. 14.
No!
Dodge, dodge, dodge.
It's the fucking Matrix over here.
They do not have a bonus action to do. That will end. These are going to step back. And this one lost half his movement speed, so he did 5, 10, 15. We'll stop there. And it's no reactions till the start of your turn. Or just
Let me double check the specific thing where open hand technique. There it is. Until the end of my next turn.
cool. Alright, that will do their turn. Morgana. I'm gonna go ahead and mark the one that's concentrating in the back.
Rage. Dive through the fire.
You know me so well. Excuse me, bitch.
Excuse me! Hand out, running through the wall of
Also-
fire. Excuse me!
Hey, because I activated my rage, I get half my movement as a bonus.
Look at that big
Hell
ass.
yeah!
What the
So I'm
fuck are
not
those
gonna-
tokens that are markers?
So he doesn't have a reaction because she's shocked, and the other one's concentrating.
And let me make my
And so
dex
he's about to
save
be the
for
target
running through the
for
fire.
everyone, so it says yikes.
Fuck your fire damage.
Okay, you'll take half. 5d8, right? Yeah.
Alright, got 20 right there. I can
So-
see now.
Ooh!
8.
Half that and then half
Still.
it again, bitch.
Yeah. But goddamn, that was a roll. I'm happy. Even though you...
At
That it was
20.
quartered.
Yeah, even though you quartered it, I'd still... I'm happy.
Now I can either
Now Morgana's gonna draw and quarter the asshole that cast it.
I can't reach the asshole that cast it, sadly. That's as far as I can get right there.
Yeah, that's why they backed up as well.
No. I can either start tanking these front guys and have them, coalesce onto me, which they're probably going to do, or I can just sprint back there and cause problems. What do you guys think? You want me to front line, or you guys got it?
Front line. I can start plinking them.
Uh,
I don't think you can see through the wall.
yeah, it's opaque.
The wall was...
Yeah. I can get through the wall.
Tiefling resistance!
Tiefling immortal
Okay,
cat.
front line it is. Your
Also,
ass
she
is
doesn't
grass.
actually need to be able to see them to shoot them. Eldritch Blast doesn't require line of sight. Still requires line of effect, but
Another reason why Eldritch Blast is the best cantrip.
creature within range. Trust me, I used to blind my warlock all the time. He kept pulling out like, I don't need to be able to see them. He even made the argument one time that he didn't even technically need to know where they were. Which I only let him do because he didn't know that he was targeting a small child.
That's a certain level of evil that I can only expect from you, Fergus.
Give me that!
Such buffoonery just crossed into my ears.
22 will hit.
Hold on. 3 extra damage.
Okay.
Also, because they are at advantage and I have no other source, you can assume reckless. Yeah!
About it.
Goddamn. Okay.
Wait a second. That's a nice 15 feet we got there. I'm sending this motherfucker into the other one. Womp. That's ass damage, but I'm throwing his ass
Damage is damage.
into the other one.
Goddamn right.
Okay. So the first one does that
So I
damage?
started right there. 20, 30.
39 plus 3, 42 on the second.
Make a different suggestions.
I'm all ears.
Throw him into the firewall.
Oh yeah, that would be a good idea too. I would have to move a little extra though. That's fine.
Okay, so you knock him in the firewall.
Yes.
And let me do the target and any. Okay, so it takes the 9, and the target it would take the 9. But in this
Well,
case, just
yeah, it's just him.
so you launch it in the wall.
Yep.
Yep. You launch into the wall of fire, and you watch that spell circuitry alight as it goes in, and it absorbs the wall.
Just slurps the whole thing?
Yep.
Nice.
It is now charged.
Let's go.
It is now
It is
charged.
charged. Wow, that's something I can deal with my fists.
Is the one that casts the firewall still concentrating?
Nope. Spell ended.
Okay.
Also, put the sword mark on him, please.
I will in just a second.
As he is my mark.
He's my bitch.
I knew it.
And sword.
Pretty mochi.
Where's that sword? There it is.
Eh, fuck it, might as well. I'll re-roll the d8 with Savage. Alright, 4 more damage.
Okay.
I got a pitiful 1 on my crit.
You hurt him pretty bad.
Good, because I'm gonna do it again.
Karen, you see a flash of a wall of fire, then suddenly the sound of a vacuum sucking it up, and the way is clear again.
After you watch Morgana walk through it like a fog wall in Dark Souls.
I would imagine, at first I imagine she just dove through it, but yeah, she definitely just walked through it. Just
Goodbye, Jojo.
I thought the bosses weren't allowed to walk out of the fog walls.
Actually, fun fact, in Dark Souls 2, if you don't beat the mid-game boss at the final area, before you do the rest of the quests, when you get there at the end of the game, you walk into the fog wall, you beat the mid-boss, and then as you're standing in there, the final boss enters through the fog wall to fight you. You're her final boss, because she wants the same thing you do.
Ooh.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm going to cast Bless on Morgana, Katira, and Silver.
Hashtag bless.
Yep.
And, you know, just fuck fuck Andariel, huh?
Sorry, I want the OG version.
What's your bomb?
Takes off the mask. Milf Hunter.
Thank you, Shane.
No,
She
man!
will kill you
Damn
for
it,
that, by
Penny.
the way. She will 100% kill you.
Try it. I've had worse.
Who would you rather be with Catherine?
Nobody.
Cairn or Abther?
Abther.
Wow. That's
No
cruel.
hesitation.
It's not that he prefers Athler, it's that he hates Karen. Alright, Karen, your turn. You drop the bless on them. What else?
That's me.
Okay. You move?
I did my full move to get up here.
Silver!
It was like, oh no, wait.
Time to snipe.
Here, today.
What you could have done, Pyro, was use aggressive to move closer, and then
That requires brain power. No, it's not
Oh, no.
at 11 almost.
you think
So
of
I
the
guess
wording on
I'll
it as you
try
get
and
the anger
shoot.
turn closer.
I'll try and shoot this guy right here.
Okay.
It's 11. My brain's already fried.
I don't know what their
We won't go terribly
PTR,
long.
but
Okay. I gotta shower.
okay, shit. If I could hit it, I'm going sharpshooter.
Aaron ducks.
I kind of
18.
expect you all to get through this fight and then stop. 18 will not hit.
D4.
Okay.
D4 might change it. You are blessed.
You're blessed.
Check bless.
Let's see.
You just hit
20.
its AC.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and mark yourself with that little bless symbol to belly. Because it's probably not going to go over.
Is this symbol? The wings.
Yep.
So 21 damage. You impact and you
If you
blast
want,
a chunk off its spell circuit. Wait.
I mean, if it helps you remember, you can turn it into that old man Caleb symbol that No Connor has.
Oh, you mean
Where is
that
it?
one?
Hell yeah. It's disturbing how much it looks like my grandpa.
Gee, I wonder why.
One of the great mysteries, I'm afraid.
He didn't look,
Silver,
look-
anything
he
else?
didn't-
You fired once. You gonna fire again?
When I got that picture, he didn't
Yeah.
look like that. He got like that after a few months.
And
That will not hit. Your misfire is auto repair though. So
yeah. I don't think this gun actually even has misfire.
well, I think I think that is the explanation I had, is that all firearms misfire, but this one doesn't because it auto repairs. All right. There's 2 actions. Bonus action. Or 2 actions. Back.
Bonus action. What do I have as a bonus action? I don't think I have anything useful for right now, so end my turn.
Zonark.
Yay. 30. Get a look at the battlefield. Okay. Let's see. Zonfury will. He doesn't have that much movement, so. For now he'll come over here and help. Morgana.
What you gonna do?
Gonna stab it repeatedly.
That breaks
The
off
face.
of that guy.
Never expected a wizard to get the melee, did you?
Wizard's like the best melee fighter we got.
Ain't that a fucking build?
Okay. No, I'm gonna save that for later. I've been working on something, but I'm gonna save it. Alright, attack.
28 will hit.
It'll help us later.
What the fuck is that shit?
It is not immune to psychic damage.
Yay! I was worried about that.
It does seem to be a construct, but it does have enough of an intelligence that psychic damage can affect it.
Oh, joy, you're smart enough to feel pain.
Yes. You are able to glance at it immediately as you see as you see it you ripping through its mind. You know that it has enough of one to rip up. So it's now 38
I think
on the first one.
I feel, Morgana, you're like a cheek.
That's 26 on the second one. That's 34. And then 14 will not hit, unfortunately.
You're secretly all Johnny Silverhand.
It is very rough.
As Zonkiri says that,
Oh, good, you're smart enough to feel pain. He
as he is impaling it repeatedly, he just grabs it by its like little cape and just pulls it in close and goes, "Let's see if you're smart enough to feel fear."
All right, Vegeta, calm down.
Anything else?
Yeah, white boy Carl will walk in and start stabbing.
Go, white boy, go. Go, white boy, go, white boy.
You white boy.
White boy Carl rolls up on the scene.
Yeah.
That was the GM, but a 14 will still miss.
Gallagher? Carl Gallagher?
Yes, that's
21.
A 21. Yeah.
I hear that's a good show.
Damn.
It is.
That will kill it.
Charge this.
As it drops to the ground, you see the energy charged up in its plate diffuses to the nearest ally.
Nerf this.
Bitch.
Zero. As soon as that plate hits the ground, it conducts outward, and the other ones are a lightning rod for the buff, as long as they're in the same room.
One down.
25. 30. There we go.
Yep. Anything else?
That should be it.
And Ariel.
Back to Tamriel.
And he's gonna
Oh,
come down.
deep pull.
here.
Yep. Unbidden for my mind. Did just the right tune.
Wonder. These guys seem
None
to
of
have
them are
absorbed-
damaged at this point, right?
The one live box
This one.
is a little hurt, and the one silver shot's a little hurt. But the one that Morgana and Zankiri jumped is destroyed.
Go after this one.
Funnily enough, Zankiri, when you see it sliced open, you see like has connecting fibers that almost that border organic.
Like,
So go ahead and launch this one.
16 damage.
Yep.
Well, 21 damage. Add Jenny's Wrath on the first one.
You're also blessed, so.
Jenny's
No, I'm not.
You're not?
No.
Is the one that wasn't blessed.
So it's an additional 4 on that force.
5.
5. So 5 lightning or thunder damage.
Thunder.
4. Okay. So 11, 21 plus 7, 28 damage total. Cantrips do not seem to charge.
Something requires spell levels.
The 17 hit?
No. Thank you for
Yeah, I didn't think so.
asking. 17 does not hit. My bad. 7 health return. Oh.
Oopsie toodles.
Bonus action, anything?
No.
Juggerheart's turn. I'm going to move the one that's corpse is there out of the way. Because this one that is charged is going to run straight towards Zankiri.
Follow snack bar.
And as it's running, it holds out its hands like it's gripping an invisible axe. And you see, like, Transformer style, wrists, its like forearms open up, pop out a handle, and you see just this giant spined great axe pop out and finish just as it reaches the apex of its swing, and then brings it down on you. So it gets to make
like
2 of these.
Transformers
It's gonna make 1. This is at you, Zankiri. Does 23 hit?
No, it does not.
As you see, this blade is made of said spell circuitry energy. 23 does not hit you. Are you shielding?
No. Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to hear that.
Ink.
For fun, it sticks in the shield for a second as it pulls it back out. Oh, that's the wrong sheet. You do that, and it is going to change its tactic. With its second attack, it's going to swap it for its other ability, Mithril Tether. Morgana, this is at you.
Do your worst.
Just a 22 hit.
Yes.
Through at the base of its neck and its chest, it opens. You see this little opening that you can see through, and this mithril cable launches out. A little claw wraps around you and locks into itself. You cannot go more than 15 feet from this thing at the moment. And if it tries to move you against your will, it does not suffer a movement penalty. So it can drag you away from anywhere. You can make an athletics check as your action to break free, or just attack said tether with your axe. And attempt to snap
no! The barbarian is forced to be close to one of them.
It has spent...
I'm not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with me.
It has spent its tether.
I wonder why it attacked me with the great axe.
Did you read the description?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're wondering why I knew you could cast a spell?
Yeah.
Hold on to that.
It got through the non-detection?
No. Something else it knew.
Cool.
I'll just check. It knows who you're well known.
Okay.
They recognize the Gith wielding the giant silver sword. That one's a spellcaster. They know the Tiefling is a spellcaster. They know the Cannons. They know who and who doesn't have magic.
Hey guys, I think we have a reputation.
Yes, you do.
I wonder how we fucking got that.
What do you mean? I have a very boring Eric Carl style. I'm currently holding the booth staff and just 10 chains.
Alright, then for the other ones, the one downtown is going to run up to 40 feet. I don't think it's...
Not downtown.
All thoughts are intrusive. I did not ask to think of any of this shit.
It's going to move 30 feet there next to White Boy Carl.
Go, white boy, go, white boy.
And the other Juggernaut's dead, so, he's going to make 2 Arcarnage Great Axe attacks at it.
You white boy.
Oh, so they don't need to be
damn
charged to do that.
Huh?
They don't even need to be charged to do that.
No. I actually forgot to do the charge thing. But I think it still would have missed. Where was the attack? 23? Is that what I rolled? Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to walk this back a second. It would have been a 27. Did you still want a shield? I still won't backtrack the other one to hit you with a second attack, but the amount of charges it has, it gets to add to its next attack. So it gets a +4 to its attack, up to... I'll just go ahead and post it. So it can get up to a +10 bonus.
Ooh.
Okay.
And then it discharges.
Okay, I see. Then, yeah, it would just hit me.
You didn't have to shield if you didn't want to. It would have been a 27 outright.
Yeah.
You can take back the shield if you'd like. Then I need you to make a con save, DC 16.
Working on it. I have stuff to do.
No problem, man. Was that 21 the save?
Yes.
Okay, I was scrolled up and I didn't hear the bloop. Yep. You do not have any spell level siphoned out of you.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, you tell me to redo a few things. I start going through redoing them, and then it's like, oh, by the way, hit this button.
Yeah, that would have been, if you had failed, for those watching, would have been 8d8 force damage to explode on him.
Turns out this was actually timer damage.
Okay. Catching back up. The 21 I rolled there was against the white, and then I walked back to fix the other one, I believe. But did the 21 hit White Boy Carl?
Yes, 21 hits White Boy Carl.
Okay. I am very tickled by this meme, and I'm going to call him White Boy Carl from now on.
I love loved it.
Understandable.
And he's going to make his second attack. So multi-attack. It can make 2 Arcarnage attacks and swap 1 for the Mithril Tether.
Cool.
I'm Carl.
And a 20.
20 is also a hit.
I assume Carl does not have any spells.
Do you consider being able to suck the life out of living creatures a spell?
If it's a feature, no.
Then no.
It does not, despite being a magical creature. The Arcarnage Axe does not cause an internal detonation.
Alright.
Both of those.
He does not blow up over his insides.
Let me make sure the Juggerhearts don't have any bonus actions. They do not. And I will point out specifically the Wall of Fire thing that it absorbed was because it was a friendly spell. If you all hit it with a spell, it will not immediately absorb it.
Okay.
Question.
Yes, answer.
If we dispel magic on one of them that's charged,
It'll still eat dispel magic.
it's no fun.
Oh, I know. Unfortunately,
You were a buffing caster like me.
don't worry. You've only seen 2 of the models I've made so far.
Approve.
They've already moved up and done their thing. So, Katira, your turn. You're top of initiative again.
This is.
Shane. I can easily do.
He's concentrating, right?
No, he has no reaction. The concentrating one dropped it
That's
when
no reaction. That's the one I've already beaten up.
Yes.
Let's keep beating him up, shall we?
Yes.
Ding 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 ding.
23.
23 will hit.
I do
For
not need to use
13.
charge. But I'm gonna do it again. 19.
And 19 will hit.
Yay!
These ones seem to be more of the caster class than the
Yes.
tank.
How's he looking?
It's not great.
Alright, key point, flurry blows.
These flurry blows
Oh.
might push him into bloodied. Okay, 24 hits, 7 bludgeoning. You gonna take his reactions again? Or knock him prone, or...
Dex save, yeah. Knock him prone.
He's prone.
Fail! Advantage!
A
19,
a 19 will hit.
Hell yeah. No reactions.
Alright, I'll just leave the thing on him then.
Yep.
He is looking rough now. He is almost bloodied. He's almost bloodied.
boy. That's my turn.
The Spell Reaver's turn.
I'll come back.
Judging at your all's pace, I'd say we probably will be done around 11:15 Eastern. 11:20 to 11:15 to 11:30. For those of you who are tired. Unlike some of us who did several lines of coke before the start of the session.
It's only 8:05. Stop being sissies.
I work
I will
tomorrow.
pull every hair out of your head.
Morgana,
Well, the top of my head, that won't take you very long.
Yeah.
you're getting targeted by a spell.
Am I?
Yes, you are. I just need to check the range on it. 120 feet, yeah. You're getting targeted by a Crown of Madness.
Well, that's
Wisdom save.
we've done.
All about the
God bless.
bare necessities.
Pulls out his hand and launches
Listen,
a collar through the air at you. You say
Holy shit, she actually passed a wisdom save.
I fucking hope so. I got my orb set to anti-magic. I got wisdom fucking resilient. Like, I got blast. If I didn't pass that, I just go. I just turn off my fucking game.
Just go
like,
home.
DM, take the NPC.
Start walking back to his mom's house.
So Morgana,
Morgana would just put the chainsaws away, just walk back to the ship, be like, "Ah,
fuck man, I don't want to
even
be
with,
here no
even
more.
with the crown still on the dude, like, hey,
Compton.
he's trying to control her, and she just walks away. He's like, what the fuck?
Subject to depressed to control. Oh god dang. So you see the collar launch at you and you slash it with your axe. Okay, that's its action. The other one is going to. Oh, I need to mark that it used that.
Try it again. It'll work this time.
Now, if I did it again and it did work, how would you feel?
Well, I would have called it.
Okay. The other one's going to move up 30 feet. It's going to clack its knuckles together. Not too dissimilar of how you've seen Silver when he has his Guardian armor on. You'll see thunder start to emanate underneath its plates. It's going to make 2 phasic bolt attacks, and then it's going to do a special attack.
Fuck out of here, Bellum.
So it's going to do the 2 bolts, not a Katira. I'm going to launch him at... Did I put the range on these? I don't think I did. I'm going to look up a hand crossbow because I forgot to put the range on this.
2060.
2060, Jesus.
Hand crossbows have very short range.
That is not what I wanted to base it on then.
Crossbow?
We'll do the light crossbow.
Oh, my bad. Hand crossbow is 3120.
Okay. We'll do that then.
2060 spears.
Yeah,
Javelin,
2060 is my spear.
Okay. We'll do that then. 3120. I'm going to update that now. Okay. It's going to launch them 2 bolts at 2 at Mogana. Everybody else would be disadvantaged or just catch it. Alright, Morgana, these are you. A 22 and a... You had Reckless, didn't you?
Yes.
Well, no crit, but...
Yeah.
Bought her that armor in like session 3. Haven't been able to upgrade it since then.
I wonder why.
I haven't been able to upgrade it since then.
So, double crossbows, pew pew, and then with the building thunder, big ol' clap.
Takes 1 and 3 damage.
Yes.
Just being softer.
Then it's going to drop a
do more damage
sundering
just throwing
resonance.
rocks at her.
Everyone within 30 feet of it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
30 feet of...
Of the guy doing... Of... Him.
Oh, him? Oh, well.
Yeah, you for sure.
Oh, this guy?
Mm-hmm.
We're fine.
You're good, Karen. That's why he didn't shoot at you.
So, 4 of us.
4? Yeah. White boy Carl is included. Katir, you are not prone.
I'm gonna... nah.
Burgess, please tell me you changed his name on his
There we go. Move.
character sheet.
It won't. Connor.
You are not prone.
I was like, can you see it? I won't let me drag it out of the field.
Wag, please. Please.
It's like I put it there, I swear, but I can't drag it where we all can see it.
So, it draws up the energy from its internal core and slams the ground, and you see rippling through the spell circuitry this, like, tidal wave of energy.
Katir, you didn't have advantage, did you?
No, I didn't, but I spent a card, +5.
Oh, so you passed it?
So that she wasn't knocked prone.
Copy exactly to passing, yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Half damage
I'm
on a success, so 13 force damage. As this energy comes over you, you feel the floor, like, fusing you to it.
Oh, poor Carl is not in my echo barrier. I'll just absorb Katir's damage.
Oh, thank you.
So, up to 22 damage is absorbed. So, what, you take 13?
13, yeah.
So, Morgana, it floods the floor with the energy that powers it, and you just soak it up and funnel it into you, and you just feel like an overdrive as like lightning sparks through your hair.
Oh, the hair's fucked up again!
That just means you get to spend time sitting down
Double
for an able to
rage.
fix it. Alright, so attacks, and that one did the Crown of Madness.
The scene from Spaceballs.
The one next to you, Katir, is going to stand up. You will get an attack of opportunity, Liv.
Oh, I am I?
This moves to there.
30.
You get up first.
Yeah, yes. He moved 5, 10, 50. That is his movement there, is to get there. He's no longer prone. And you do an additional 10 slashing, or 10 slashing of radiant. It is then going to draw up energy, and is going to cast a wall of fire directly onto another spell reaver, and charge it. That's its turn.
Boys are a little silly. All right. You got me on
This one does use its reaction to absorb it, though. So it is like an energy transfer in this case.
Okay. Well, this boy got me on a leash, so my options are fairly limited. So, Beyblade, let it rip. What is with the thunder damage rolling ones? God damn.
Okay. So you rip into the one that's
Next.
Mithril Tethers down.
Yep.
17, 18 initially. Goddamn. 25, 28, 38. Show him what a real axe is like.
Let me, well, I mean, I have my offhand attack, so that one might need the savage if it rolls a 1. So fuck it. No, it didn't roll a 1. So I'll just use savage on the first one. D8. Get 1 more damage.
Alright, you fucking rip into this thing. You can see, like, there are large gashes in its back from your attacks, and you can see Zunkier gearing up to slash in the front. You're setting up to just...
Wombo combo!
Yeah, you kind of bounce it back and forth between your attacks. Just bing,
Sword
boom,
on him.
bing, boom.
I already
Pinball!
Anything else? Oh, I'll put the icon on it.
No, sir. That's, well, I mean, I guess I can roll later.
Oh, I probably should have asked this just to make sure about White Boy Carl. He has very sensitive skin. We're not in sunlight, are we?
No, it is fluorescent light throughout here.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
he's that kind of white people. Got it.
Not
He-
right.
Now he really is White Boy
I was-
Carl.
I'll take a step over.
Oh,
Oh, he's redhead Irish. 10-4.
That's my turn.
Care.
All right,
Wait.
just
Carl, they
don't
could
worry.
never.
Later, I'll go into
With a-
paint
with
and
a
change that
greedy
token's color to
claw
red.
counter.
White Boy Carl is the only one who I can't see the HP bar. How bad does
He
it
is a
look?
Gallagher.
White Boy Carl's fine.
Okay.
He is fine.
Carl's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna be laughing about White Boy Carl for the next decade.
I don't think I want to be casting cantrips on those, so. Do.
Wrong with cantrips.
Well, you've seen cantrips not affect them like that.
Yeah, they do not charge off level zeros, aka cantrips.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. This guy's taking damage, right then?
Yep.
All right, bet. Whipped him, please. Toll the dead.
Hold on a
DC
second.
22.
Somebody's gotta go back and get a shitload of dimes.
You said wisdom?
Yep.
It does have
Wisdom.
magic resistance. So it has advantage.
Breway.
19.
It fails.
Still fails.
Fails. Yeah. And I believe I'm up to.
Ding dong. And similar to the psychic, this thing is alive enough that necrotic works.
Whoop.
Amazing. Let's see. 3.
And how do you feel about this thing being technically alive and technically sentient?
It's also technically evil.
I'm too blitzed to give a shit.
The real reason he cost. Oh,
Dong.
oh.
Taco
Ding
Bell
donger.
noise.
Okay.
White Boy Carl, whack his pee-pee. Boom!
We don't have the Taco Bell bell in our.
You summon a spectral bell above it, and White Boy Carl hits the fucking ding.
Yeah. Go, white boy, go. And I'm gonna walk back over here.
Wait, get out. Wait, Carl.
That'll
All right,
be-
Silver,
that'll
you're
be
up.
turn.
That is just, I'm so tickled by that.
We all love Weapon Girl. He's
Glad
gonna
I
die.
could use you.
Yeah, I also love that this joke happened like in the moment as you were I could hear in your tone. You were like, "And what, white boy Carl?"
That's kind of it.
Okay. I guess I'll shoot the closest one to me. Or
Alright.
actually, I'll shoot. What's this one with the 4?
It is charged.
There's no point in killing the charged one. The charge just goes to the nearest one. There's no way to get rid of the charge.
Probably just want to cut down the numbers.
I will say the 4 on here is just to mark which one it is. This one is, well, technically it could transfer it, but the way this one goes out is it's gained some temp HP. So if you burn through the temp HP, there would be nothing to transfer. But technically you couldn't. So we got a number of temp HP equal to the spell level absorbed. And times a number. So if you just shoot through that, it won't be. That will end the charge. I just marked it with the 4 so you all can see. Okay, this is the one with the whatever. And once you know the number, you could know how much temp HP it had.
These little bolts make them do more force damage.
Yes, as long as it has the temp HP, its bolts do incredibly more damage.
I'll just shoot this guy.
Yep.
And sharpshooter. I'm still blessed.
Yup. No, actually, the wind has changed. I don't want you to let you be blessed anymore.
You just drop the spell, cuz.
I was guilt tripped into it, by the Tiefling.
I missed both.
Is that first one a 19?
Yeah.
That'll hit.
Oh. I thought they were 20.
No, not the spell reavers. These are the wizard class ones. The tanks he would have missed, but these ones he hit.
Yeah, he was shooting the tank.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, no, that
shooting
would whiff.
tank.
I thought you. Never mind. Yeah, those will whiff. Never mind. Alright. Bonus action.
I have no bonus action spells unless I want to do Banishing Smite, but
Be an interesting choice.
but no.
Zonarch.
Alright, time to continue stabbing and
I
slashing.
did 10 extra damage.
Slash. 18.
Okay. And
Are
18
Modron Celestials?
No, they're
No,
constructs.
they're constructs.
An 18 will not hit.
29.
A 29 will hit.
Is it dead?
No, that's got. It could withstand. It could survive a few more hits like that.
Okay.
It started its health. It started its turn around half health this time.
Alright.
Got it. 35. That'll do about half of its remaining health.
Alright. And then as a bonus action, going to Scion Step, aka Misty Step.
Mm-hmm.
But doop.
Yep. Is that it?
That is it.
And,
White Boy Carl's turn.
White boy. Carl.
Kills people.
Slash. That's a miss.
Yep.
And even though it really does less damage, I think it would be hilarious if this hit. Oh.
Ah.
Before Carl missed.
Can't win them all, white boy.
He got greedy. He done? Daryl.
Okay, that one.
Okay.
First one does an extra 5 damage.
Okay, at the Spell Reaver, 29 will hit for a 16.
16.
The natural 1 will miss, and then a 23 will hit for an extra 11.
Yep.
It has 1 point left on its temporary hit points. Whatever spell it absorbs, it gets 7 times that as temp HP.
Woo!
But it takes its reaction to absorb it. Again, another rules point of order. Because it was a friendly one, it just absorbed it outright. Had it been your all spell, it would have taken the damage and then gained said charges after taking the damage. So, yeah. If you would hit it with a fireball, it would take how much damage you rolled. Then it would, if it was still alive, it could use its reaction, gain 21 temporary hit points, and then would have no reaction. Yep. Bonus action?
Nope.
Okay. Juggerheart's turn. This one, White Boy Carl's going to attack an attack of opportunity as this one runs up towards Indario.
Alright. 16.
That'll miss. Okay. Andario, both of these. Oh, let's see if this first one hits. First, our Carnage attack. Natural 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Yep, 21 slashing, and I need you to make a DC 16 Constitution saving throw. It will not double the spell slot one. Okay, good. I would have doubled the Force Explosion one. So, that would have been
21
16
damage?
Yeah, that would have been 16 D8 if you had failed.
Connor, rider effects don't double.
Say that again?
Rider effects don't double. Anything locked behind the saving throw doesn't double on a crit.
Just close the door.
Didn't know that. Okay.
Pretend it's not there.
Yeah, if you look at the assassin stat block, that's the reason that it's like ungodly amount of poison damage on a hit doesn't double.
Okay. Even still, you don't have your spell slots ripped out of you. On the first one.
It can only get 3 out of me anyways.
Well, if you can't afford it, you'd have to just spend the extra. And then the second attack, it's going to Arcarnage you again. 24 to hit.
1 second.
Damn.
There we are.
I've been rolling fucking nuts on those 2d4.
Roll it again.
I rolled a 7 earlier.
Okay.
Like, it is rolling right. I'm just rolling it. Here's...
That hits!
Yeah, see, you can see it works.
14. I fell.
Oh no!
You lose 8 levels worth of spell slots. So your 8th level Arcanum, or if you have innate spell casting on some stuff, those will count. I believe you have a feat that gave you some spells.
It wouldn't be impossible to get a short rest in.
Multi-floor dungeon. I'd be
I
surprised.
have 3 level 5s.
Okay. So you have to spend 8. And your Mystic Arcanums count as that level spell slot if you want to drop their use.
But those come back in a long rest.
Correct.
Okay. Now roll your fucking damage.
I'm just standing here and I see it.
Well, are you crossing off all 3 level 5s?
Crossing off 2 of them.
Okay. Oh, 2.
10
Okay.
levels of sun.
Okay, so you lost 10 spell levels, so it's going to be 10d8.
Hold on, you rolled a 15 or did you roll a 24?
No, that was the proof that the 2d4 was working. I just kept rolling 8s over and over again.
Okay.
That 15 one's just a test roll. Okay, so 10d8 force damage coming your way. 39 force damage.
You're next to the med. You'll be alright.
Don't worry, white boy Carl got you. Look at him, he's back there. He's coming for you.
There's a flash of light at the start of the room, and you'll hear a thunderous boom as the axe sinks into Andariel's clavicle. And you see just the essence of arcane that she draws on violently ripped out and combusted. Like ignitable gas when someone lit a cigar. And that's its 2 attacks. It does not have a bonus action. And that'll make it Katira's turn. Wait, no, there's the one by Morgana. Almost forgore.
Almost heaven.
Morgana, you're bound to this one, right? You can't go more than 15?
Yep, that's what that little hooky thing is.
Alright, so
Wrench.
Cujo is now on the leash.
It's just going to make 2 weapon attacks at you. 16
That's a
and
luck soldier.
a 15. I like to imagine you just grab the tether it thinks it's going to hold on to you with, and you just jerk it around as it tries to swing and make it whiff. Like one hand pull it.
No, do not jork that thing.
Straight
Oh
jork.
shit, I realized that since they go before me, I would have my echo barrier back, and I put it on Andariel, so... 18 health back as I slurp it up.
The 20 doesn't hit you, does it?
20 doesn't hit me, the guy who spends a small fortune of a castle to upgrade my fucking plate armor? Yes, it hits me, you jackass.
And are you able to cast any spells?
Yes,
No.
but not using spell slots. I don't have any slots.
So you have like an
I can
innate
use-
casting thing?
I can use Speak with Animals, Be Sense, and Commune with Nature.
Okay, I'm not going to count those, because those are like ritual only for your barbarian thing. If you had like Shadow Touch, where you got to do like...
No, sir.
If you had those, I would count those, but I'm not going to count those barbarian ones.
I'm only touched in the chromosome count.
God damn it. Okay. So you do not take the additional effect, you just take the 11 slashing.
Alright.
You then get an attack of opportunity.
He's gonna have to make me to save. This is at advantage. And if he fails to save, he gets 0 movement. Dickhead. Bonk. Strength or con save.
Minus 23. Okay. It's in single digits. You said strength or con save?
Yep. You're the one that made it.
15.
You get your ass back here!
So is he stops there, I'm assuming?
He stops right there. It's basically Sentinel wannabe.
Advantage on attack, and on a hit, they must succeed. Creature choice, or have their movement reduced to 0 at the end of it. God damn. Okay. So you saw that it was going to try and drag you closer to Andariel, to like pull you away from the fight so that everybody could jump on your allies deeper in, and you just kind of hook its heel and pull it closer.
Hook its neck.
Hook its neck. Okay, my apologies, Chief.
The chain stops as it like hooks into its neck, and I just pull it back. My head next to it. No.
No.
You ain't going nowhere.
She just tots the mistral chain with her other hand. We're both stuck now.
Katira, it's your turn.
If I'm not moving, neither are you. Alright.
As a reminder, the Spell Reaver with the 4 on it has 1 hit point left on its enhanced, on its special armor that gives it bonus damage, and then the one with the shock face has no reactions.
Light work.
Alright, well, I may as well just go put myself between either of them.
Okay.
Hello!
There's also still the one down south.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I have ranged people that can deal with that, and I also have plenty of movement to get there if I need to. Let's do this one on the charged one first. What?
Not gonna happen.
No. Let's do another one on the charged one.
A 21 will hit. That'll get its 1 remaining temp HP, and then the rest of the 12 will bleed over.
Alright.
As you see, it's the charge that was spreading to the crossbow bolts, the blades, dies out as you strike it.
Nope. Alright, key point, flurry of blows. Still on the formerly charged.
Okay.
Nope.
Miss.
And because I enjoy frustrating this man so much, another one on him. No
Fucking
reaction.
haymaker from downtown.
Light work, no
He's
reaction.
like, oh, finally! She's left me alone.
Discombobulate.
No reactions. Alright, that's my turn.
Alright, the spell Reaver's turn. Zonkiri, the one next to you, the one that just had the, or no, the one that has no reactions. It cannot do another wall of fire. That one already cast it. And this one did too. The one with no reactions is going to funnel a spell into an ally again. This time a 3rd level. Dunkiri, do you want to counter it? God damn.
Silly Billy.
So technically he's casting Mass Healing Word, but it is just going to funnel into one of the... Oh, that's actually... Wait a minute. I think he's going to be able to charge multiple.
Yeah, I'll counter it.
Okay. I will say, like future adjudications, they could either heal or absorb it for the spell. They cannot do both. So you see him about to charge all the other array of bots with 3 charges, and you counter it.
Don't. Okay.
It's not what I originally intended for that to do, but because it targets multiple creatures.
Well, the thing is, they have to use their reaction to absorb it, right?
Right.
Reactions have to go off in an order.
Right.
So wouldn't one of them absorb the spell before the other one could?
So they're each getting targeted with the spell. They would each one that wanted it would use their reaction to absorb it.
It's a single spell, though. It's not multiple spells. It's a single spell going out. One person gets to absorb it.
Like how one counter spell.
We'd have to counterspell 3 people for Mass Healing Word.
So wait,
Yeah,
for example, if I cast like reverse gravity on a room, every single person in that room would get the charge.
If at the moment it was getting absorbed, so if you targeted, like there were 4 of them in there and you dropped it, each one of them would absorb it. The wall of fire went out because only the one guy ran into it.
Okay.
That's what I had thought originally. But I see your point. It would be a little broken for the healing words to just charge everyone. I'm going to stew on that the rest of this week, but I'm going to say just one person gets it for now. I may modify how that is worded this coming week because I hadn't thought about this interaction until now. One in the very back of the room.
How dare you not conceive of every conceivable option?
No, I told you I counterspelled it.
Oh right, duh. Sorry. all the litigation, I had forgotten in my mind that you had already countered it. Okay. The one in the back of the room then is going to launch. It's done its action, or bonus action, but it can't cast another spell. It's gonna fucking shoot range attacks and melee, so fucking whoop-de-doo. The one to the left of you. I'm gonna have it burn its 3rd level 2 to try and charge the one in the back. I doubt any of these melee bolts are going to land on any, or these melee ranged. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I doubt any of these are going to get you. I'm going to do 2 at Katira, 2 at Zunkiri. The ones that are horizontal to you. Okay. Katira.
22 just hits.
And then Zunkiri. Yeah. Damn. The fucking 40-10 on that one was a... Ugh. 12 piercing, though, because that one didn't have a charge. I am definitely going to tweak the charging mechanic between this session and next session. You're just going to take the 12 piercing?
Yeah.
Okay. The one in the back is charged and is going to launch 3 at... Or 2, excuse me.
Huh. I guess if you're going like that, these guys could literally just bonus action charge themselves at the start of their turn, shoot, and use it up immediately.
It is a once a day on that spell, but like I said, I think I'm gonna tweak them after this combat is a little bit of a playtest. A little bit acting like I did, acting a little different than how I wanted. Because I kind of meant for it to be like an action that they spend to charge somebody. This one being the bonus. I originally also wanted this to be like a bonus action to kind of like top them up a little. And I forgot about. I didn't think of this interaction.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. I'll have some design comments for the end.
Yeah, I will appreciate it.
Oh no, there's a reason we have a server channel called Fergus's Laboratory.
Yep.
Welcome to the lab.
I do hope, this quick little side, try not to run the session too long, I do hope that it does seem like a fun mechanic.
Oh yeah.
It's certainly interesting.
The way you said that's disconcerting.
11. That you said 11:15. It's 11:40.
Hey.
I mentioned at 11:16. I was like, 11:15 was a greedy call.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
Alright,
make.
come on, let's go.
Yep.
Let's go.
All 3 of these at Zunkiri then.
Cool.
20, 21, natural 20.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn that nat 20 into a 16.
Good call.
Eye that.
And that takes your reaction, right? Or is that your luck point?
That is just something I can do, apparently.
Alright, you expend the future twist, or whatever we're going to call it. And then do you take the other 2, or do they even hit?
I mean, it doesn't have its arcane ward for the extra force damage, right?
This one at the bottom does.
Oh, okay. Guess he.
And it doesn't use up the ward when it hits, like the other ones do.
No, you just have to beat the brakes off of it.
Okay. Alright.
Which, it gets less temp HP because it was a lower level spell. I believe just one of Morgana's attacks would break this on one of them, which was kind of how I did the math.
Okay, cool.
I was like, if Morgana gets on these, just one attack breaks them out of this. And previously it was, an action that's getting undone by an attack. Yep. Tomato, what? Later discussion. You shield or anything for the 21?
No, I don't have my reaction. I used the counter spell.
Right. Okay. And then we'll go on to Morgana.
Yes.
Your wife's getting reamed.
Oh. I see that. I've got a different problem though.
I can't say that.
You guys make a good point at the time. I'm going to be going hustling from here on out.
Yep.
No, I don't have a problem anymore. That guy's dead, right? You said he was in single digits.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, cut him in half down the middle. Down the middle.
Dead.
From head to dong.
Whoop.
Now
All
that
right.
raises a question.
Worry not, Mama is here. Die.
21 will hit, making 20 damage. And offhand for 24.
Savage attacker, that. And that is 5 more damage.
Okay, it is very rough.
Now put my blades on that motherfucker.
Kind of rough. You did you did over half of its remaining health. Alright, that was action, bonus action, move.
Sure. It's all the above.
Okay, I'll put the sword on in a second. Karen, your turn.
All right, so I walk up here. I look at Silver. Handle that, and I'll just grab the mechanical arm and just drag her back. Come along, Dario.
Okay.
Bring her back.
Make sure you kind of double your move speed. She is lightweight enough and you have a high enough strength. I'm not going to bother making you make a check.
He's not fighting anyways.
Yeah. You are slightly concussed from the blast, and you just kind of feel somebody grab your wrist and lead you away.
You're being rescued. You're not
25.
Essentially.
All right. Yeah. Just place her right next to me. One more up. There you go. All right, and then I will not spend a spell slot. I'll do my new favorite, or at least second favorite feat.
Healer. Okay. Action healer. Do anything for your bonus action?
No.
Okay. And you've already moved. Silver, it's your turn. And Dario, take 19 health.
I almost just gave myself 198 health.
I ain't that good a healer yet. Well, unmatchable.
Alright, Silver.
Yeah, here we go. Shoot. I am.
What damage does the rifle do,
There
by
we
the way?
2d6.
Yeah, the
plus
damage type.
4. Necrotic.
Okay.
Doesn't say it on there for some reason.
Oh, it says it on the normal.
Okay, so the 14 will not hit, but the 26 will. Alright. And that third shot as well, or is that just showing?
No,
us?
that's just me showing the
Gotcha.
normal.
Bonus
shows
action
the
and move.
necrotic.
Anything?
I shall just step back a little.
Okay. Zonarch.
Alright, Astral Step. Boink.
Alright.
Proceed to murder.
Ooh. Okay, all 3 of those hit.
$111.
Okay. Minus 21. So 90. 22 is full health. Youch. Alright. Move. Movement.
Nope. Whitebeard Carl's gonna run up and stab.
Oh, okay. Miss,
And
miss.
17. Alright.
Oh, wait, these are on the spell reavers. The 17 will just hit.
Okay. 14 slashing.
About the same condition as the one up top that just got lit up by silver.
Cool.
And Dario, your turn.
Gonna shoot the one that shot me?
He hit you with an axe.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your Eldritch Blast.
That's 15 damage.
He is immune to... the Juggerhearts are immune to force damage. But you'd still get the thunder.
So 5 damage.
Yep, and you can change your target for your gauge roll.
Switch target down to that guy down there.
Yep.
And miss both of those.
You will have seen every hidden thing on them now, though, with the force damage reveal. Besides the fact that their poison's not going to do anything to the consequence. Right. Anything else? Movement? Bonus action?
I moved.
Yep. Juggerheart's turn. And Morgana, attack of opportunity.
Don't go stomping away just yet, big dog. Crap.
Dead. You overkilled by 4 points. Alright, and that was the last Juggerheart, so Katira, your turn.
So thanks to my thunder damage, it's dead.
Yes.
Whack.
You did it once.
15 minutes.
Whack. Ah, damn, I think 18 misses too.
The 18 hits, a 17 is their AC.
Yeah, boy!
So 17. He's low.
Like single digits low?
You'd have to roll pretty well on your flurry of blows to finish him off.
Alright, flurry of blows it is. Bonk.
Okay. Hit. He's still up.
Dex save.
Alright. Fucking down. Prone. Second one at advantage. Single digits.
God damn it.
You rolled average damage each time. Alright.
So tough!
Spell Reaver. Stand up. The one next to you is going to make it's attacks at you again at disadvantage.
No. Neither of those hit.
It has a third one. I just forgot to do
Yeah,
the third one last
hit.
round. Yep. The other one. Step forward, attack of opportunity from you, Katira. And then it's going to do all three at Zonkir. Alright, the 30 will hit. Or 11. Alright,
30?
Yes.
Yeah, I whacked him with an attack of opportunity.
And the one next to you, Zonkir, is going to step back. You can take your, if you have your action back yet.
I do.
You want to take an attack of opportunity?
Sure. Wrong
35.
button.
Oh.
Wrong button.
Yep.
One extra
37.
damage.
Oof. Almost in single digits.
And end.
And then it's going to shoot you with the pea shooter. 14, 22, 11.
Okay.
And that's its turn. Morgana.
Doom approaches.
The one to the right of Katira is in single digits.
Alright. This one?
Yep. Alright, 23. Or, sorry, 29. For a total of 4 damage on the first one. 32 on the second. Offhand.
Offhand going on the dying one over there.
Yep. It dead.
And I'm going to attempt Savage Attacker on my first hit.
Nope.
No, nothing. Nada. And put the mark on this tick bag.
Alright.
That's my turn.
Alright, Karen, your turn.
The last old.
Okay, let's see here.
Hey, big fella.
Yeah, make sure. Yeah, 35. Alright. Whipped him. Pulled it in.
These ones do not have magic resistance, but they take half damage from spells.
Okay. Alright, that. I assume that thing's taking damage, so.
Yes, it has.
Doink.
Okay, so it takes 6 necrotic.
Yep.
Right. Bonus action movement,
I suppose so. Yeah.
and then Silver, your turn.
15.
Yeah.
Silver here by weapon crawl.
Huh?
He was just saying he's going to sit by Weapon Carl. You're good.
Okay. I'll just shoot this guy right over here.
Yep.
And boop, boop. Sharpshooter. Go.
That'll hit. 23 damage. That'll hit again. Another 23 damage. It's in single digits. Alright.
Sad that I don't have any bonus action stuff.
Uh,
Oh well.
Zonkiri.
Step forward. Flash.
Step up to the one and then slash. Yep. Dead.
Whitebird Coral for the win!
Get him!
He's got to roll 7 damage when he hits.
Go,
If he hits.
Wi-Fi, go! Go, go, Wi-Fi!
An 11 will not hit Whiteboard Carl.
Oh,
And the 16 just misses. He tried.
it's gonna be for the last time, Carl.
How
Oh,
far
I
is
missed.
Silver?
Oh,
Oh,
by 1.
Anyway, 30 to finish him off.
Yep. 7 health is gone. Alright,
I
that
knew
concludes
I
combat.
should've blessed.
And we will
I
pick
knew
up
I
there
should've-
next week.
Yeah.
You all are released. Good night.
All right, good night.